Fun.
All right, we are live on the YT as well.
Awesome. Woo!
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Okay.
Would you say using a gradient map on Procreate is cheating? No. Cheating
No.
against who? Who are you battling?
Yeah, who are you battling?
Are you battling yourself? Are you battling a friend? Like, what constitutes as cheating? Because, like, cheating generally means that there's rules. And if
Yeah.
you're drawing for yourself, then, like, what rules are there?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and by the way, we will be doing a watercolor illustration later, which will involve some mixed media. This is for people who got the anime art school recently. So that's what I'm going to be doing today.
Oh, yeah. I need to...
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can add Remy as give them the role, by the way.
I'm...
Yeah, just later on when you can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Content.
Can you teach grayscale? How do you do fingers easily? I can do some finger tutorials, sure. Fingers.
We are live. How is everybody doing? Hey, Dahlia, Lil Ant, Rick, Liana. I don't know why I tried to say Liliana. Liana, Shattuck, Paradox, Midnight Cup. How are y'all doing? Oh yeah. Would you? Okay, there's that. Can you draw boots? How do I figure out how to fix my head to neck ratio? That's a pretty good one to start with if you want.
Yeah, I can do that. So head to neck ratio.
Crouching poses, grayscale.
I'll do 3 types of heads. And then I'll give you the ratios. Because depending on your head type, your neck size will change. I've noticed that the smaller the heads, like the younger and the more chibi-fied your heads are, the smaller the neck will fit them better. But the broader, but like the longer the head, like more of an adult, the thicker it works. So thicker neck works. So this one right here, what I do is I'll look at this corner right here, and then I will generally go at around this point for a neck for this head type. If I go really thick, this will mean, oh, this guy's probably a bodybuilder. So you can see, like, once you add a thicker neck, it feels more strong. On average, if you're not really built, about right after your jaw starts. Anyways, you can interrupt me, by the way.
You're just a bunch of different questions.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt the tutorial too much.
Okay. I'll go a little bit faster. This one right here. This, if you notice, if I place the neck over here, it looks really, really thick. You actually might need to go smaller. So I would say here, you can just divide this into thirds, roughly. And this inner third right here could be a good neck placement. Does it feel right? If you need to adjust, you can do that. But like that feels like it would make sense. And then the smaller the head, you can either have a non-existent neck or extremely tiny neck, like this. That's what I would do. So that's my little neck tutorial.
When Photoshop became a drawing app, since forever, people have been using Photoshop to paint and do art since the 90s. I mean, ever since it came out. In fact, people who did art worked with the people who made Photoshop way back in the day, and there were a lot of optimizations built for that.
Yeah.
It's been industry standard for many decades.
I think when people take like a Photoshop class in like a high school or something, I think they think of it as like a photo manipulation class.
Yeah, which you can do as well. That's part of
Absolutely.
what makes it so powerful. I mean, Adobe's pretty scummy these days, but way back in the day, they were great. It's just they became corrupted by the One Ring.
Yeah. I can do something on fingers really quick as well, unless we have other questions that you want to answer.
How do you draw those head positions so easily and fast?
I've just drawn them a million times. Yeah, I've drawn them a million times. I've drawn so many circles. I've drawn so many like center lines. I know where to find the chin. Like I can determine how long I want the chin to be. And I generally just drawn it so many times that it's muscle memory. That's how you do it. I teach a lot of this in our anime art school. I teach you how to find the structure and also how to memorize it. You will draw it so many times that you will be able to do this from memory. Like, you just gotta draw it a lot. That's it. You know?
Oh, it's the best drawing app. It depends on your needs.
It does.
Different people use different things for different reasons, so I wouldn't say that there's like an overall best one. It depends on what you need. In fact, some people switch between multiple depending on what type of job they're doing. I really miss back when Adobe programs used to be a one-time purchase for sure.
Yeah. Gone are those days.
Gone are those days.
Yeah.
I want to quit my job and focus on art.
Hey, if that's what you really want to do, that's awesome. You know,
Yeah,
art is great.
that'd be cool. Obviously I don't know your situation, so do it wisely, but
Yeah, do it wisely.
at the same time I did.
Yeah.
I mean, art was my job. I quit an art job to do a different art job.
Let's see. Will you guys have a Black Friday sale for your class in November? Missed your last discount?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably later in November, yeah. We're doing a promotion right now where if you get the school, you get a watercolor of your character for free, and it gets mailed to you. So if you're interested in getting Anime Art School and you get it by the end of the day Saturday, this promotion is valid.
Yes.
So you can reach out. If you do get the school, reach out, DM us, say, hey, I just got the school. I'd like a watercolor, and we'll set up a time to do it.
Yep.
This is just an example watercolor right here of Mickey Beaky.
Best girl. And this watercolor will be of your own character. So
Yes.
if you want it, let us know.
And you'll provide reference pictures of your character, and then we'll do watercolor. You give your mailing address, and we'll ship it off in the post, and then you can put it on your wall or your desk or whatever.
Yeah.
But that is valid for anybody who gets the school
Yes.
until the end of day Saturday, so just this week. Speaking of school, Remy the Rat, are you here today? Does it have to be an OC?
I prefer it.
Do you mean like, would you want it to be like an existing anime character from a show or something? Are you guys gonna make a manga? Oh yeah. I'm so bad at making boy hair.
I can talk about that. Boy hair is a very popular topic. What kind of boy hair are you thinking about? Because there's many kinds and styles of it. And I can talk about fingers as well really quickly. Fingers, my preferred way is thinking upper part is sharp and angular, bottom part is squishy. And then you're going to get a lot of overlaps like this. So like, look, straight, straight, straight in different sections. Bottom is squishy.
I guess it depends on the character. If Christina wants to do it. OCs, yes, absolutely.
OCs,
Existing
yes.
characters, I'm not sure. It depends.
It might depend.
Probably. Are you going to get the school? Because it doesn't really matter if you don't end up getting it. I'm trying to find, there's a question on YouTube and it's good.
Okay.
What is this? Oh.
So that's how I would do fingers, is if it's like a more three-dimensional form, box up on top, and it's curved on the bottom, like on the tip, and then rounded down here. So that's the form that I use for fingers. Make drawing hands look easy. I've just done it a lot of times. It's all about doing a lot. Men's hands, you're probably going to be you're going to have to be a lot more descriptive. So like adding knuckles, adding those joints. So like the more feminine you want your hands to be, the less detail you add.
Yeah.
And probably the more less like squarish. But if you want like men's hands, you'll typically notice you'll probably have more description of fingernails, more description of the joints, probably more knuckles and these bone areas. That will feel more masculine typically.
Any advice for someone who uses just paper and pencil, like the basic school pencil, yellow with eraser on its tush? Yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic medium. Tons of people use it, even professionally. This guy, Penrod Banks, is a storyboard artist, uses just paper and pencil. A phenomenal artist. There's their name. Look at this stuff.
Yeah.
There's just paper and pencil.
So good.
Professional storyboard artists. They're super good. Absolutely one of my, just so good, dude. So good. Doing storyboards for movies and shows and all kinds of stuff.
That's amazing.
So like, it's a fantastic medium. Check that out.
So
But like,
sick.
all of your fundamentals apply. Dimensional drawing, light, shadow. A lot of the time people will hatch and they'll make their brush strokes or their pencil strokes go in perspective, almost like speed lines or something. Super good. But oh my gosh, I mean, yeah, it's a phenomenal medium. A lot of people use it. It's very, very versatile.
Yeah.
But like, it's same fundamentals. Obviously, it's going to be monochromatic, right? Unless you're using colored pencils. But if you're using graphite, Super versatile. You can smudge it, you can hatch, you can get different values.
Mm-hmm.
How do you make hand proportional to the rest of the arm?
To the rest of the arm. You would need to know exactly how big the hand is, and what I like to do is I like to measure it with the head. So, because like you want to do heads and hands, and if it's like along with the body, you would need to have that reference. So for me, the head or normal proportions is from the bottom of the nose to the top of the head is a hand length. You can test it for yourself.
I'd ate the top of the head.
Oops. Top of the head, or maybe like towards the brow bit, because like it's not exactly at the top, but around this is pretty
you
good.
You can definitely get away with bigger hands as well.
Yeah, exactly. Especially
Like,
for guys.
Yeah, like you'll notice in like MHA or something, like they'll put big girthy gloves on characters and it looks pretty cool because like proportionally it's kind of fun and interesting.
Yeah.
Hands, there's actually a lot of flexibility with how big you make the hands.
Mm-hmm. That's very, very
Big
true
hands,
too.
big feet, or small feet. Like there's a lot of wiggle room.
Yeah, so like if I want to draw an arm and it's down here, but how big should the hand be? Well, I would just use this and literally take the measurement like this and then just drop it down here. Like, okay, roughly this is about the width of the hand. And so that way I can draw the hand even if it's far away from the head.
Yep. So how did you get to that length of hand?
I got it through finding this measurement on the head. Bottom of the nose to around the top of the head is the hand length. And so you take this measurement and you move it down towards the wrist. And then if it's close enough, that's pretty much right.
That is fun. Do you make tutorial like this on your page? Go check.
Yep.
There's a good chance.
And we also upload these streams on our YouTube channel as well.
Yep, we're streaming on YouTube right now. All of these are automatically archived on a VOD.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go watch any of our past live streams. A lot of fun stuff that we've done.
Yep. Let's see. Ooh, I didn't realize that. I was so backed up here. There we go. I can talk about guy hair a little bit.
Sure.
I think the traditional sense of male hair is that you want it to feel masculine, right? So I would say really pay attention to where your hairline is. Your hairline is kind of like a swim cap mixed with a helmet, but it's a little bit more complex than that. So this is a good starting point, but if you want it to look more masculine, you're going to have to add a little shape towards the temple area, which is kind of like a little M shape, like this. So you'll notice that with some guys, this will actually show up, especially if you want to draw like really, really short hair that's probably like kind of spiky. And you'll actually use a little bit of this hairline. So just remember to keep it short, and if you want it messy, you're going to have to distribute those hair clumps in different shapes to make it look cooler. So once again, if you want it like Naruto hair, then keep it intentionally like very like similar. But if you want something that's just messy but textured, you can vary those strokes. And what I like to do for this kind of hairstyle is find a point on the hair that the hair sprouts from. So here, for example, I'm choosing this point. So a lot of these hair strands will come out like this. And all my strokes like follow that rhythm. And then you can decide, do I want it really close to the head or not? So like usually for men's hair or men's hairstyle, this gets really, really tapered. So you don't really have to add a lot of fluff. And then you can apply your bangs using the hairline.
Dang, dude, this is so good. You want some?
Yeah, I'll have some.
It kind of does taste like, what they say,
that's good.
Smarties?
Skittles?
No, but yeah, Skittles. Someone said Skittles.
Pompoof said Skittles.
Did she?
Yeah, purple Skittles. You know, if you want a longer hairstyle that's fluffier, totally fine as well. You just got to make sure that you have a lot of volume. So think of it like a plant or a flower. I like to think of it as like, where is the origin point going? Is the origin point then going to travel towards the bangs like this and fluff out? That's totally valid as well. There's so many different ways to tackle men's hair. As long as it's the correct hairstyle that you want, then you've done a good job.
Kawaii bottle.
Kawaii bottle?
Stinking straw never.
What is muted?
Nothing's muted. They're
Okay. I hate the box technique for drawing bodies. I feel like it lacks dynamism when I use it. I can understand that. This is why I actually use a kind of a mixture of boxes. Like, I love using boxes, don't get me wrong.
I'm good at drawing bald heads. I appreciate you.
Like, this is a great way to just simplify the body and find the perspective. What I do is I'll kind of turn it kind of into like a box cylinder-ish. So what that is I will kind of use a boxier form, but it's slightly rounded.
Rounded boxes.
And also I tend to pinch this to show a little bit of the waist.
Hey, Gamer Kitty Euphoric, how you doing?
Hey!
Been a while. What is
it's
the
been a
brush?
while.
You can get it in our Discord server. Off resource share, it's a pinned message.
Mm-hmm. So you can kind of see it's like partially box, partially cylinder. And then you can add more variations to the center line to make it more organic. I love drawing torsos this way.
You know. You seem to be into art. Have you ever considered drawing? Nah. Never.
Never. Man, art, what's that?
Art. I think it's when you right click on someone's name and click mute for 5 minutes. Is that what art is? How do you keep your art clean?
You prioritize strokes. So if you find that your drawings always look extremely messy because you're searching, you don't know where to put, and you're like scared, that's what tends to make a messy drawing. But you'll notice that when I'm drawing these torsos or when I'm drawing heads, I'm very certain of where my lines are going. It's like I'm seeing ahead into the future. Now this is very easily said than done, but that's kind of how I do it.
Seeing ahead into the future. That's great. I love it.
I thought I said something wrong.
No, I just thought that was a good way to say it. It's funny.
It's like every time I'm drawing the head, I'm thinking, okay, what's gonna be the hairstyle?
The
so
way
like,
of the future.
okay, my hairstyle is gonna be this way. Okay, now the next step is how is it gonna be wavy, curly, and you kind of just think ahead. The more you draw, the more you can multitask. But you can see like all my strokes are very confident, and I'm doing it in one stroke, or at least one stroke. That is how you get cleaner line work, and this comes with a lot of practice. I know what shape to use. I know what expression to use. And that's just because it comes from a lot of experience and a lot of visual library. And it's what we teach in anime art school. Like, I teach you how to do this so that you're not guessing all the time. And there we go. And sometimes when you draw, you can also figure it out as you go. That's another way to do it. Like, if you're like, I have no idea what hairstyle that I want to do for this character. So this is like bald character. Bald, shiny. Now what hairstyle do I do? I'm just gonna put a line somewhere. Here. Oh, okay, that gives me an option. So this could be like side parted bangs. Let's add another line, like maybe down here. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Let's kind of complete the picture. Okay, we've gotten like a part of the bangs. Now let's figure out, like, do we want it this way? Or do we want it like, oh, let's kind of go along the hairline. So you're kind of designing as you go as well. That's a great way to kind of practice those like thinking muscles, right? Rather than just trying to figure out everything all at once. You're like thinking in compartments.
Front hair, side hair, back hair.
Yeah, front hair, side hair, back hair. You know, this, it could look like this, but maybe what happens if I just made this really long? Now we have a really unique hairstyle that no one's ever thought of before, you know? Or we can say, oh, this guy has like, this person has a ponytail that's kind of spiky to match with this texture. Either way, you can do whatever you want, you know? And then this guy could have a sky. Ooh, crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. And, you know, what if he had like extremely buff muscles with a baby face?
Like Machio?
Yeah, like Machio, yeah, from Dumbbells. And what if he had like amazing scars, you know, because he's a half demon? I don't know. Like, you just have fun with it.
Dang, dude, new OC.
Dang, dude.
Copyright 2026.
This is an adopt now. I'm kidding.
This is an adopt. If anybody draws anything remotely similar to this, we're going to sue you to the fullest extent of the law.
Yeah. Fullest extent. So, like, these ideas can grow, right? But it also comes from a lot of experience. Like, what are you inspired by? What do you like? Do you like guys with tattoos? Do you like girls with frilly dresses? Do you like assassin type characters? And, you know, that can influence your drawing. How to do a wolf cut? I know how to do wolf cut. It's kind of hard, though. Wolf cut? I like to...
I haven't been reading any comments for a while. It's just been letting you do your thing.
Oh, okay. I'll just do a quick wolf cut. it's like a lopsided bob, but it's not like completely symmetrical. It's has like this droopiness to it towards the edge of the face, like towards this edge where the jawline starts hitting, and then it likes to taper in towards the neck. So it looks like a wolf tail, or like looks like an animal tail, like this on both sides, kind of. And then your bangs can be whatever it wants, but this shape is very important for wolf cut. Okay, there's my little tip. And just add details.
Clothes.
Clothes.
Maybe. I don't know. What do you feel like talking about?
Let me see. Clothes. How do y'all draw hair? We kind of were doing some hair earlier. How do you make your lines more consistent?
I saw something about line exercises earlier.
Yeah. Back muscles are fun. It kind of gets a little bit nitty gritty.
How to draw deer? I don't think either of us really draw deer.
How much for the lessons? If you're talking about our school, it is $497. It is a self-paced program that will teach you how to draw from start to finish.
And it is a year long. Mm-hmm. Has a whole bunch of classes. They're all separated. It's really organized. They go through everything very methodically from complete beginning to the end.
Yeah. I think how to draw clothes would be interesting.
There you are.
Remy!
Did you send character references and stuff yet?
Did you want a watercolor?
Yeah.
If so, you can just send them over, and also let me know if you live in the States. Just DM me. Just so we can figure out like stuff for shipping and stuff.
How are you doing? That's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, please. Yeah, go ahead and
You can just DM me,
DM Christina. Yeah.
and you can give them the role if you need to.
What is your Discord
isn't
name
it just
anyways?
Remy?
Maybe.
The way I think about clothes is this.
Server settings.
I think about my body. So like, what is the body doing? Think about your pose first and what your body is doing before you add clothing. Because nothing's harder than trying to design the clothes and the folds without knowing what the body's doing underneath, right? So you have your body, you understand your forms, and then your clothes is basically just reflecting that form. So for instance, sleeves are a cylinder, and they show the wrapping around the arm like this. If you don't have this and you do this instead,
There we go.
it'll look really flat. So if you do this to your clothes and you don't add any other additional sides, that's what makes your clothes look flat. If you do this, however, showing a seam line, showing the underside of, or the underside of the clothing, and showing a wrapping line, look how much more smooth that feels, right? So just keep in mind that you're trying to describe the body with the clothes. And then I decide, okay, what's the shape and what's the volume of the cloth? Is it going to be a shirt? Is it going to be like a top? If I want it to be a top, how is it wrapping around the shoulders?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have a ruffle? Right? So I'm just thinking everything's very simply right now.
It's like main forms. This is like the most important part, right?
Yeah.
Form drawing, like big main forms.
Mm-hmm.
This is, also known as perspective, but it's more like an organic perspective. People usually refer to it as form drawing.
Yep.
If you ever see videos on YouTube or whatever, they say form drawing. This is what they're referring to. Like the ability to draw organic forms. And then these you break up into smaller forms.
Yep. So like I've decided that I'm going to separate this dress into different parts. I have the bodice. I have this section that rotates around the chest. It is not like this. It's not straight. It is going around like almost like a little W. And then I'm going to decide, I want like an extra ruffle down here. So these are my components. Then I start describing what the folds are doing on the body. So you've gotten all this set up. Now everything feels a lot easier. So let's do that. How do I want this to be designed? Well, I know that this I want to be a ruffle. So how do I draw ruffles? I just draw like a little squiggle of the pattern of the ruffle. And these are basically just like little tubes, right? So here's my ruffle. How is it going to connect? Is it going to go up like this? Is it going to overlap? Those are decisions that you have to make, but you can just start like little piece at a time. For me, ruffles, I'll tend to see these little bumps. So that's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to connect these ruffles to the top and make it look extra three-dimensional. So like, look at that. That already looks really pretty. Then we have this thing right here. This is a really important area because this we can decide, do we want this part of the cloth to be pulled into this part? That is like a tension fold. So let's say, okay, she has a belt around this outfit. Does it pull like this? Well, that would be very descriptive and it would make sense. So we're going to add some tension folds here. And then this tension fold is going to release down here. And you'll see that it's radiating, right? We're not just drawing like random lines. This cloth appears down here too. This is cause and effect. So cloth is cause and effect. That's physics, right? If you failed your physics class, you're cooked, chat. I'm kidding. But like, look, sucks in, then comes out. And then these also have cause and effect down here. And that's how I think about folds.
Uh-huh. And of course, there's the 7 basic folds as well.
Yep, 7 basic folds. Like these are pipe folds, which is just a very simple fold that looks like this. Right, dresses a lot of time will have pipe folds. Ruffles are technically a bunch of tiny pipe folds clustered together because it's manufactured. And then this right here is like a compression area, or it could be tension, but I would say it's like tension because it's being held in by the belt. And so now this feels very convincing. And it also fits on the body really well. I sent my character to Christina's DMs. Awesome. This is why I'm only good at digital art.
Huh?
Well, the good thing is that digital art also translates to traditional. So just keep drawing. I would just say just keep drawing traditional if you want to get better at that. Like force yourself to not use digital tools if you really want to get better at traditional. Like for me, I forced myself to do digital because that's what I really wanted to do. And then I just got used to it. It's the same thing with traditional. Do the ruffle rolls have to line up with the tension folds? Not necessarily. You'll see, I mean, like, I would say have them kind of connect. But you'll see that these are tension in and of themselves because they're attached to the cloth in a different way. But they will kind of match up a bit.
What did you say body drawing was called? Figure drawing.
Figure drawing.
If you're searching for a class on how to get better at drawing people, I'd recommend looking for a figure drawing class that focuses on
We have one.
the holistic, drawing the body holistically. Like you'll learn the muscles and stuff, but you'll relate them all to drawing the body as a whole. So
Yeah.
you'll learn proportion and gesture and posing in a figure drawing class. Which learning the muscles on their own doesn't really help you get better at that.
Mm-hmm. You have to think about it holistically. What are the main forms? What does an arm look like? And what form can you use for the arm? Like anatomy is more like supplemental knowledge.
It goes on top of the design, yeah.
Yes. The app is called Procreate. I'm a beginner artist wanting to learn, what should I start with? Facial anatomy? What do you want to draw?
Yeah, I would start with the question of what is your goal?
Mm-hmm. So if I'm only drawing 30 minutes a day, should I be trying to keep focused or does it depend?
It depends.
It depends.
Do you enjoy the drawing 30 minutes a day that you're currently doing? Like, because if you do and you like it, then why change?
Mm-hmm.
If you're really trying to get better and improve and grow and you have a certain end goal, then you might want like a structure or a curriculum or something. But if you just draw 30 minutes a day because you like it, proceed. Like, that's awesome. It's like someone who plays, I don't know, a video game like Smash on the Switch 30 minutes a day. Like, if they enjoy it, then proceed. If they're trying to, you know, get to competitions where they're winning tournaments, like, you'd probably want to practice certain things. And dead serious too. Like, if you're drawing and you really enjoy it and you're happy, like, why change?
Yep. Do you guys have a YouTube channel? Yes. If so, do you have a practice line confidence video? I don't think we have that, but we did cover recently in a stream line exercises. That was yesterday.
Yeah, we
I believe.
practiced some line exercises yesterday.
And that is also on YouTube. So you can like look up the latest stream on our channel, Draw Anime Academy. That is our channel. And you'll be able to find those line exercises in that stream. Why is it so hot in here? I thought I put the AC thing in the correct position.
Is it hot?
Yeah, I feel
I
it's
feel
kind of
like
hot.
it's pretty normal.
You're so good at teaching art, TYSM. Thank you. I appreciate that. Legs. Legs wouldn't be a bad idea to cover. I'll do like a simple leg tutorial. So I'll do that. Unless Colton, you want to talk about something specific.
Not necessarily. I mean, we could talk a little bit about like form drawing.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Most of the time when people think about perspective, they think like 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, which is good and valid and all that. But form drawing is like a branch of perspective where you learn how to draw over forms. So like I just drew a couple of simple forms here.
Ooh.
So being able to draw this kind of stuff is really important. We can cover this on a stream sometime. We don't have to cover it today. But this is a really, really, really important skill. This is the skill that Christina's using when she's drawing this kind of stuff.
Yep.
Before she breaks up the skirt, guess what it is? It's a cone. It could be a distorted cone, right? So it could be something like that. Or we could go like this. But at the end of the day, it is a cone. And so this would fall under form drawing.
Yeah.
So if you want to get to Christina's level, this type of stuff is really, really important. There's a bunch of good exercises for that as well, but it is something that has to be practiced a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not, and you don't get there just by drawing boxes. Like boxes will certainly be part of it, and I definitely recommend drawing boxes, but these are like your cone, your cylinder, your sphere, your box, your prism, pyramid, stuff like that. Morphing them together, drawing form lines over top of them and practicing that. There's good exercises for that.
Mm-hmm. So I'll just give a quick tip on legs. Legs are cylinders, but they're morphed cylinders. And by the way, if someone is asking about side profiles, we have a few TikToks on that, so you can go check that out. We have made like two side profile videos, but they're morphed. So you're gonna get thicker around the thighs, and then thinner towards the knees. And it's kind of going to look a little bit like an S-curve like this. So you can see there's some cylinder aspects to it, but you are pushing things. Calf, lower leg area, gets thicker, then thinner towards the ankle. So these curves happen because of some anatomy, right? The calf muscle creates this curve. The thigh muscles create this curve. But I would just focus on just these forms for now, because you don't have to learn the whole leg anatomy to do this. And then what I do is I'll draw my gesture for my leg, and I'll keep it really, really simple. What I'm not doing is this. I have my body and my pelvis. I'm not trying to do this. Okay, please don't do this. This makes it really hard and also makes your lines look really messy. Find out your start to finish of your leg. Where's the bottom of your foot? Let's say it's here. Let's find our kneecap, and then let's draw an S-curve that symbolizes the leg. Look how much smoother that feels. And then what you do is then you add thickness and form. And I always recommend adding form lines like this, showing your dimensional drawing. Whoops. Right, and I'm just adding these particular curves. This comes out, this goes in. Some areas, like the back of the leg and this part, will be simpler and straighter than these curved areas. But we don't want this. Okay? That's too symmetrical. That's lumpy. It's more asymmetrical than that. Kind of looks more like this. My only issue is I really want to know how to draw without guidelines. Guidelines are your best friend. Don't think that they're not important. You draw with the guidelines because that's what's going to help you the most.
They're very important.
Yeah. People who can draw without guidelines is because they've drawn it so many times with guidelines that they memorize it. That's it.
Or they're not as good as they think they are.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's one of the two.
Yeah. It's okay to add circle on the knee area to give us a guideline for the knee location.
I mean, that's fine.
That's fine.
If you want to mark something out,
Yeah.
totally fine.
Like
The knee's not a circle.
The knee's not a circle or oval.
But you could use a circle to indicate it.
Yeah. Like this can be good to show form, like this bump, but I wouldn't like just simplify the knee as an oval. It would be like, oh, this kind of bulges out right after the thighs, and this comes down across the shin area. So like that, to me, looks pretty good for a knee. But it's more than just an oval. It is actually more of like a rounded off, like rounded shield form, like this. Oh, that looks good.
I saw this breakdown. I thought it
Oh,
was kind
yeah.
of cool.
Can you draw hyper realistic? We can.
I don't think a hyper realistic looks
that-
very good.
It's not. It looks a bit uncanny to me personally for me, so I don't really do it that much. I like more.
Realism,
Abstract.
yes, for sure.
Yeah, we can do realism. Hyper realism. We could do if we wanted to. How do I use proportions? You use proportions for everything. You use it for bodies. Like when I'm drawing this figure, I used proportions. This is proportion.
Yeah. Sorrowhead or Loomis method. They're both great methods that'll get you to the end result. Wondering why you two became art teachers? It's fun.
Kind of just
I don't
ended up
know.
happening.
It just happens. You
Yeah.
know, you build a community. People ask questions. You teach. It's fun to see people improve and to help people grow, and it's fun. You seem very interested in why. That's suspicious. What's the difference between realism and hyperrealism? It probably hyperrealism tends to focus on like achieving like a photo quality where they're trying to go as detailed as possible. Realism in general, most painters, they try to do more with less. So they're not trying to use as many brushstrokes. They're trying to go, how do I simplify this? How do I value group? How do I achieve more with less values or less detail?
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong. I'm definitely much more of a fan of achieving more with less because I think it's like, I think it looks
Interesting.
better.
And it's also like a really creative way to like find out specific shapes. So like for instance, a realism painter would probably do something that's very graphic, but it would be based off of reality and will look realistic. But it's not like hyper realistic where every detail is implied.
Yeah, like
where every detail
they'll
is
group
described.
shadows or things. So say
Yeah.
for example, like a painter would go, oh, maybe there's an excuse right here to connect these darks, and maybe there's an excuse to connect this dark, and then maybe we'll have another dark here,
Yeah.
right? Like something like this. So they'll go, okay, all these darks are connected, and then this one is separate, and it's like it's design thinking. You're like, you're looking at your reference and you're going. You're starting to make creative decision processes. Like this image of Christina's, for example, these studies that she did a couple of years ago. They're realism, but they're designed. They're thought through. Like this specific shape right here is a carefully designed shape. This shape right here, right? This shape right here is a carefully designed shape. She's limiting her values. She's structuring this in a way. It's like realism, but you're playing with shapes at
Yeah.
the same time, right? And of course, she's added like a line work around this as well. So that's the direction that a lot of painters go. Some people go like hyperrealism, photorealism. A lot of painters will go, I don't want to achieve a photo quality. I want to achieve a quality that's like efficient, like efficiency,
Yeah.
like a lot of painters will use 4 or 5 values total in their whole painting. You know, think like Richard Schmid or
Oh yeah.
painters like oil painters and stuff. They'll do that a lot.
Hello, baby Jack. Ooh.
Let me think. I'll look up one of our oil painting teachers.
I got a kitty.
Yes.
Help with hair textures. I can do that really quick. Hair textures is all about trying to describe the form of the hair. So like what I'm doing right now, which is adding a bit of hatching, shows a texture of what this hair is doing in space. If I don't add anything and I just leave it to an outline like this, it becomes you can't really describe it very well. I can't really tell what's going on. So the hair texture allows me to group certain hair clumps to see what is in front of the other. But of course, that depends, right? Anyways, you can go ahead.
Like this painting from our teacher, Robert Lemler.
Ooh.
This is realism. But you can see that he's really, really, really loosely painting it. Each brushstroke is going a long way. He's not defining the grass. He's not detailing everything out. Like you can see that he's very, very effectively value grouped this stuff into light and dark. That's what a lot of painters strive for.
It has an essence of reality, you know?
Yeah. It has a lot of personality in it. It's like the style, right? Like
Yeah.
when like all of the anime artists want like a unique, quirky style. Well, all the realism painters want their personality to come through in how they group and use their brushstrokes efficiently and everything. Mm-hmm. Like Monet, yeah.
Yep,
Definitely.
like Monet.
Hey, no. You can't go
Hey,
up
hey,
there.
quit that. Off.
No. You're gonna shut the computer off again if you step on that.
Yeah. Again. That's a key word right there, kitty.
Again. That's a key word. Shoo. Shoo, don't bother me.
I know. I'm trying to practice by drawing things I like, anime-related things usually. It helps me practice, and I don't even notice time passing by. That is
That's
fantastic.
great. That's
That is
flow
great.
state.
That is flow state. You want to get into flow state.
Yeah, that's like perfect. That's exactly where you want to be.
You know, that's actually a really good point because some people are like, how do I draw consistently? Try to get yourself into flow state so that you lose track of time and you're like, wow, how did I draw for like 4 hours straight?
What's
You
your
know?
teacher's name again? I'll show you his Instagram. He'll be wondering why you got a couple new followers.
Yes, go follow him. He's amazing.
Yeah, I kind of have to cover the bottom of the screen. He does a lot of
Oh,
nude figure drawing.
yeah.
This is his Instagram. Take a screenshot of that. He's
Robert
great.
Lemler, artist.
We'll try to get him to 5,000.
Yeah.
Robert Lemler, artist.
Fantastic artist.
Yeah.
His
Yuming Lee
Instagram.
follows him. Look at that. There's Yuming Lee's
Yumi Lee's
profile
a
picture.
great painter.
There you go.
Hey, Ronan.
He's an oil painting teacher. He's great.
Yeah.
He's really great. He's legit. He's legit. He was the what is it? The chairman or whatever of Scottsdale Artist School here in Arizona.
Yeah.
For a number of years. He's not right now. He doesn't want to be.
He just wants to do his own thing.
Yeah.
It's like a,
But
those years are behind me.
yeah, I mean when you're talking about shape design, he's really good at shape design. Like artists do the same thing. Like he's doing the same thing as a comic artist. He's designing shapes and like shape appeal. Mm-hmm. He's just doing it with realism. He's not doing it with like a style, with like a stylized anime or whatever. Were you both taught by the same people or different teachers? Some the same, some different.
Yeah.
Like I went to FZD and I was taught by Feng Zhu, and Christina was never taught by Feng Zhu. That was back in 2015. And we take different classes. We take similar classes sometimes. Like Will Weston, we've both taken his class a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
Great figure drawing teacher. Mina, no, not in our Discord server. How to draw fingers at their perspectives. Christina did a little bit on fingers earlier.
Yeah. Stuff like this.
But yeah, I mean, if you want to see Christina's art, like you can see the style differences between what she does. If this loads, there you go. So like Christina does this sort of thing, which is a commission that she did. Mm-hmm. But then she also does this kind of stuff. Paintings of realism portraits that are value grouped. And you can see that she's really carefully, like, if I take her image into here, you can see these shapes are very carefully designed. Like this shape
Yeah.
right here, that's a carefully designed shape. The bangs, the brush strokes or the bangs and stuff, like this is exactly what she does when she's doing anime style. Like it's decision making of design shapes. It's just the proportions on this one are realistic, whereas the proportions on, say, something else, like this, is not realistic. But it's the same process, right? She's designing shapes. Like, look at this shape right here is designed very well.
Oh, that's a good shape, if I do say so myself.
It's like an asymmetrical kind of like, it's good. Like this is a good shape. A landscape painter might use this shape on a mountain in the shadow. Like it's just a well-designed shape. So shapes don't care, or people don't care what the shapes are. If the shape looks good, then it looks good, right? So this is a well-designed shape. It doesn't matter if it's part of an anime girl's hair, the negative space right here. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, if it's like right here. It's like this is another well-designed shape. So that's like part of shape appeal. You'd learn that in design classes. You'd learn it all over. Like a lot of people teach it. It's just, it takes a while to get to like the point where you're like, oh, okay, I kind of get it now. It requires like a lot of practice.
Colton talks a lot about this in his painting class in our anime art school.
Dorito, yeah, it's like a Dorito shape, and that shape could be the shadow of a mountain. The shape could be the Rembrandt lighting, where the light is hitting the cheek, right? That could be a Dorito shape.
Yeah. Hey, no.
Applejack, you're being a butt. All right.
You better behave. Go to
You
your
better
bed.
behave yourself.
Go to bed. You're grounded.
Go to your room.
Are you gonna go to your bed?
Better go to your bed. Here.
Trying to lock in, but my inflatable chair has holes in it. Rip. Uh-oh. You are not doing that, kitty. I think what I struggle with the most is how to make it look like leather, if that makes any sense. How would you guys draw leather?
Leather is like a semi-reflective material, so it would get highlights, and it would also get core shadow and bounce.
Yeah. They also, if it's like a biker jacket, for example, like they'll have a lot of seam lines that are thick. That's what I've noticed. And they'll also have particular folds that feel like really large. You'll probably get a lot of this happening. And even a seam line that looks like very continuous. That's what I've noticed in like leather jackets.
Yep. Actually, Christina did leather a while back.
Mm-hmm.
So she's talking about like this sort of thing, right?
Yep.
You get this kind of continual snaking on the sleeves a lot of the time. Like, obviously, everything is still true. You'd probably get a half lock here. You'd get a tension point on the shoulder. Like, you'd end up probably getting this sort of thing right here. Right? You'd probably get a loosely this sort of thing right here. This is really, this is not tight at all. So you're getting, like, compression right here. And then the actual form of what's happening is going to determine where you're getting your highlights and your shadows and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your highlights are happening along the ridges, right here. So it'd be a combination of clothing and costume drawing and material rendering. Like, and again, leather is a semi-reflective material, which means you're getting highlights, as opposed to this. There's no highlights, so you're not getting like this happening, right? Because this isn't a reflective material. So things are going to look like leather because of how the material responds to light. Like, this is totally different than
More
this.
reflective, you know.
Like, there's no highlights on this. There's no highlights on this. Like, you have a separation of light and dark right here. Not leather, right? This isn't leather. Like, you're not getting a highlight along here and a highlight along here.
That already looks like leather once you add a few touches.
Because it's not a reflective material.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to do it with just only purely line work alone. You're going to have to use like some values. Like maybe if you want to do like a black leather jacket, you might have to go with something more graphic.
Yeah, you could do like black and white.
Yeah.
But it's going to be achieved through, let's say that. Like you'll be able to tell it's leather through the folds and like how the seams go and all that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Like even just like this, you can probably tell it might be closer to leather. Just as like a little quick guess.
Yeah.
As opposed to silk, which is going to fall like a waterfall off people wearing it.
Clothes in general do. I mean, silk for sure.
Silk for sure, yeah.
As long as it's long.
Mm-hmm. Started doing the arrow things when drawing folds, and it's helped significantly. Awesome.
Nice.
That's great. I love drawing arrows. I do it with hair. I do it with clothing when I want to analyze it. It's fantastic. I don't know if I'll ever get to a professional level, but I'm enjoying the information and hype from everyone in here. Awesome. Yay.
Awesome.
Yeah, a lot of clothes will fall like a waterfall, but like I don't know what you mean by waterfall. Do you mean like it kind of has the frequency of one? Like, because I've seen a lot of like dresses that fall like this and kind of feels like waterfall-ish, you know? And it's great. Like a toga. Togas are great to study from. How do I draw torso in any angle? Broski, OMG, cry. Simplified to boxes.
Yeah, I
or
mean,
or forms.
torsos are relatively complicated organic forms.
Yeah.
So starting with something simpler and then building the complex on top of that is probably your best bet.
Yeah.
So, like, it doesn't have to be a box. It could be a pillow shape. It could be a two-dimensional. You could add 3D to the 2D later.
Mm-hmm.
But torsos are relatively complicated three-dimensional forms. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you've got a bunch of muscles there, pecs, abs, obliques.
Extra stuff. Like, if you can simplify your torso like this or like this, you have a higher chance of drawing at different angles. Knowing the forms of each component, which is like, oh, how does the upper body or upper torso connect to the lower torso, which is the pelvis? What are they rotated in? That's why I feel like boxes are very useful for this exercise, is because you can see what side you're looking at. Like, if this is the front, I know that's very obvious to me. Like, this is the front, here's the front. Or you
Yeah.
can have a torso that is facing you, and we're looking slightly up at it like this. And we can have a pelvis that is facing mostly to the side. Front. And, like, how would those things connect? Because this happens a lot. And then you can move your camera. So, like, well, let's say, what if I want to move my camera up here where I'm looking down at it? Well, how do you draw a box? How do you draw a box from above? Well, you're going to see the top view now. How foreshortened is it? You would have to know the basics of perspective in order to do this. It's not just like magic where I'm like, oh, do this, what trick? And you'll be able to draw perfect torsos in any angle. It's not like
Artists
that.
hate this one simple trick of drawing torsos.
Yeah.
Only 6,000 hours of practice.
Yep. So to me, like, when I'm drawing from different camera, I'm thinking, okay, it's tilted towards me. So this is my top. Here's my front. Here's my side. I'm going to see multiple sides now instead of just one side. This one's going to be trickier. So I just look for, like, okay, what side is this going in? It looks like it's going this way. And then I just find and kind of solve that problem as I get there. Right? It's definitely going away from us. So we're seeing this box from below as well. And this torso's twisting. So, like, we just changed the angle. But if you can't do this, you can't do, like, a really detailed torso like this. It's just too difficult. People who are very experienced can do it. But if you have, like, no idea whatsoever, it's going to be harder. But you can do it. Just practice, right? Do practicing boxes and cylinders make you understand anatomy more?
No.
No, not necessarily.
They're a great base to add anatomy on top of.
Mm-hmm.
Because the body is a three-dimensional form after all, and if you can't draw boxes and cylinders, how do you expect to be able to draw something really complicated?
Yeah.
It's like, if you can't write a sentence, how could you write a book?
Yeah.
Sort of.
That's not to say that you have to master boxes completely in order to draw a human being.
No.
Just like, because people can get very black and white with these things.
Yeah, it's not super black and white. It's
Yeah.
like, just knowing the basics will help immensely.
Yeah.
But it's not going to teach you anatomy. I mean, a box isn't a torso. It's a starting point.
Yeah. I can add anatomy on top of this, so I have to morph it a little bit because, like, not everyone has this body shape. But, like, I can use boxes and cylinders to give a placeholder for where my arms are going to be. Like, is this arm coming towards us? If it is, if this form is coming towards us, I'm going to draw this type of cylinder. This is great, but it's not anatomy. It's just perspective. And then what you can do is you can use this as a base, as we've talked about before. And then you can take knowledge. Knowledge. You can take information of this and apply it onto the box.
That's a good soundboard.
Oh, knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yeah, that's a good one. What about beam method? That's great. It's a great method to
It's
use.
another
one.
three-dimensional form that you can add stuff on top of.
Absolutely.
Boxes, beans, cylinders, pillows,
Envelopes.
helicopters. Like,
Helicopter.
you know, like, you can.
Yeah. So, like, you'll notice that when I'm adding my muscles here, I'm not using the box and trying to fit all the body inside this box. I'm just using this as a base. Like, I can make the torso thinner if I needed to. And I'm not relying on the box, or I'm not trying to push it too close to it. Like, I may end up getting a shorter torso. But that's okay. Like, that's stuff that's easy to fix. Right? A lot of this is just perspective to help me to add in the muscles later and give me a better guideline, right? Give me better success.
Yeah.
So, like, my deltoid wraps over the sphere and the cylinder. That's a form.
Okay.
Here's a form. I'm using this as a base, then adding my extra muscles on top. That's how I would generally draw bodies. Once again, there's many different ways to do this. Right, there we got a torso. Are you guys friends or married? What's your favorite illustration you guys made? Oh, that's a hard one. Besties, yes.
Favorite illustration, it would definitely be something more sentimental.
Yeah. I mean, another way they can break down the torso is egg shape. Egg form, I should say, not shape. Egg form. Box. Then connect it. And then you can continue adding your anatomy on top. So, like, there's multiple ways to do it. It's not just one way or the other. But do a lot of this. Study a lot of poses. Analyze it, break it down. And you'll be able to do this in no time. Wow, this looks like Will Weston.
Kind of does.
Kind of does. Right, I like doing it this way too. In fact, in our anime art school, I kind of do it like that as well. So like, here's like your envelope system. Here's simplifying to boxes. Here's another way to simplify it. And then you just do it over and over again. And then you get stuff like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can check it out if you want. Anime art school. This is like, if you want a more organized structure, like you want to actually lock in and get better at art, you need to learn the fundamentals, and we teach the fundamentals. So you can check it out here. It answers a lot of questions about that kind of stuff. I use 3D boxes for my bodies too. Awesome, that's great. Then you're on the right track. Any proportion tips for faces to look more anime? You know what's funny? Sometimes you don't even have to change any proportion at all. Like, I mean, I kind of covered a little bit of this, but if you want to draw like men or older people, sometimes you can just use realistic proportions. You're just simplifying the features. But if you want something more traditionally anime like this, I would say learning a general proportion system that you can then change is great. This is the proportion method I use. I divide the head into thirds. This is my brow on the first third. 2/3 is the bottom of my nose. I like to split this part into thirds again. This third is generally where my eyes are going to be. It could be a little bit lower depending on the person, but I feel like this is pretty comfortable for a realistic head. And then you divide the nose and the chin in half, and here's your mouth. So once you memorize this, then you can decide to change it. Because if I want to change this into an anime girl, I can start the same way. Sphere, center line. I just make the chin a little bit shorter. I make the face a bit rounder. And then I decide, okay, I know that my eye line is around the middle of the face. But for an anime character, I may need to make that a bit lower because the eyes need to be bigger. So I'm not going to put it down here. That's generally where my nose is. So I'm going to place it around here. And you can just check to see if this is good for you. If not, then change it. You can make it a little bit higher or make it even a little bit lower if that's what your style. And then I will decide, okay, well, if this is how big my eyes are going to be, I think ahead of time, right? Like when I'm doing this, I'm imagining the eyes already like sized on this head. And then I decide, okay, where are my eyebrows? They're probably going to be around here. Here's my nose. Here's my mouth. Does that look good to me? And then I kind of draw like really simple features on top just to test it out before I commit to any like crazy details. And then, you know, if you like it, then you move on. And then you use that over and over and over again. The key is repetition. It's not about the best quality art that you can do. Make sucky drawings because that's what's actually gonna get you better. So once you've committed, then you can add all the details and frills and cute highlights that you want because they're all in the right place. This to me here, I think it looks a bit too low. So I'm gonna just change it. It was because we're using digital art. We don't have to redraw it. We can just transform it. There we go. That feels a bit better to me. So you can see that I'm also adjusting even as I'm drawing. It's not perfect in one go. It's just, there. You just move it. You just move on. You'll figure it out as you keep drawing. Yeah, I think that's a definitely big misconception is like, oh, how do I get it right on the first try? That takes a lot of practice to do that. So that takes a lot of failures, which isn't a bad thing. Thanks, Kim. Says your live streams do help advertise your classes and makes me want to join. Thank you.
Awesome.
But we teach the same way like this. We try to give as much, for free on these streams. But if you want that, our school is for people who want an organized structure.
So, the way that I like to draw anime heads is I start with a helicopter, I turn it sideways, and then I draw my head on top of it like this. So here's my cranium, draw it down. See?
Oh my gosh, that's
crazy. And it gives you your perspective.
We need to clip that. No way.
No way. This will solve all of your anime drawing problems. For real. See? Then we just go, oh, there's that. Yep.
Oh, so that's where you can place the neck area.
Just like that. And then, of course, if you want the hair on here, you can just go like this.
That's the best method ever. Agreed. That could be the ponytail. That's genius.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the feet, little feet of the helicopter, right? There you go.
Man, that's the best method I've ever seen.
The helicopter method. Come on.
Oh, cute.
There you go. It's as easy as that.
That's got to be a clip.
And all you do is start with this.
Yeah, just draw a helicopter, that'll solve all your head drawing problems.
The helicopter method.
Yep.
I've been wanting to learn how to draw helicopters for a while, though.
Oh, that's good.
I've never really drawn them before, so. The little bird helicopter method. And 1, 2, 3 is circle.
Wait a second. I might have cooked. I might be cooking. I'm going to teach a really
funny.
quick method on how to do hair.
Virgin Loomis method versus Chad helicopter method. Basically, I missed what the helicopter method is supposed to be. You'll have to go to the YouTube channel and rewatch the VOD. We can't give away all of our secrets.
Just like that, yeah. Let me just test this out for drawing hair. Because I might be onto something. And then I'll duplicate this if I need to. Okay. Something that you can do to draw hair is you can think of it like a blanket over the head. So blankets don't stick to the head like this.
They do if you're sweaty.
That's true. They do if you're sweaty. But assuming that you got a nice dry blanket, it will cover the head for the most part. So imagine a ghost over the head. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. And then you decide, how am I gonna cut?
Funny.
What sides of the blanket am I gonna cut? Am I gonna cut it like this? Am I going to cut it and make it really short? Right, it's the blanket, and then let's say, oh, I'm gonna cut like some bangs over on top. How do you want to cut that blanket? And once you've decided how you want to cut the blanket, maybe you want to leave it long, and you want to draw bangs on top. and leave like a little hole like this. Okay, we're getting somewhere. You can see that the form or the cloth is wrapping over the head, and all we have to do is decide what is our front, our middle, and our back, and how we're going to design that. So I'm just going to draw over this, using this as a base. So if I want bangs, where's it going to connect to on the head? Let's say here. We have this base. Now we can just decide, oh, I want this to be sectioned off into these shapes, these little wedge shapes. And I'm going to connect them all up here. And then I'm going to split and cut more pieces of that blanket until it looks like hair. It's like cutting pieces of paper into strips, but uneven strips. And then you got the sides. Do I want the sides to be covering the ears or leaving a little bit of the ear to see? Maybe there's a strip here. And there's a strip here. And maybe this strip comes up and over and adds a little bit of silhouette. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. So now you're thinking in terms of volume. You got your front, then you got your medium, and then you got your middle, and then you have your back. And how do I want the back to be? Do I want it to be straight, or do I want it to be a little bit wavy on the bottom? That's kind of cute, like Tomoyo hair from Cardcaptor. You know, if you like that anime, you're goated. Let's do that. So now I'm basically taking this blanket, and I'm gonna curl it. Basically, put cylinders inside, and it's affecting it. So that's how I would do wavy hair, is I would wave it a little bit towards the end. Start off straight, then wave. Start off straight, then wave, and then I'll add in the back of the hair. And then I'll split these strands into different sized strands or clumps. Maybe one is in front of the other. Like there's this one in front, there's this one in the back, there's like an inner layer. And it all started from a blanket.
How would you draw a hand out of this?
I would try to find the 3 sheets of paper on it. Like maybe, yeah, like the top of the roof, the window area, and maybe the hood of the car. That could be like... That's cool. Do you make tutorials like this on your page? Yes. And all of our streams are also on our YouTube channel. So you can rewatch these streams and rewatch the tutorials. It's on our page, Draw Anime Academy.
I'll have to think about it. We'll come up with a new hand drawing method out of cars or something.
You explained so well. Thank you. I appreciate it. How are you aware on shading? You would have to understand the forms. Like, for instance, try to understand the form of, let's say, your hair, right? I want you to, let's say you have something that's drawn, put a wireframe around it, because a wireframe is going to tell you where the shadows are depending on where you put your light. So this, to me, is my wireframe. It's a bowl. It's a sphere. It's a partial sphere. If you know how to render spheres, this will be really easy to do. Here is a ribbon. If you know how to render ribbons, it'll also be really easy to figure out, right? So if you don't know how to render boxes, spheres, cones, or any primitive forms, you're going to have a really hard time, because a lot of time things are made with complex forms and mixtures of those simple forms, and you got to figure out how to, like, what's the simplest way to figure that out, right? Like this right here is one long ribbon with different pieces or different strips. So if you figure this out, you're going to have an easier time shading.
Definitely.
Because when I start shading this, let's do this right here. I have to think about certain things. So let me just do this. I like to put in a base color or base tone. I'll just use black and white just to make it simpler, because once I start putting color, like, everything goes out the window. For a lot of people, they'll be like, color theory. No, let's just talk about shading first. Okay, so everything's just blended in, just masked in with a large mass, large gray mass. This is the part where people start freaking out. When people shade hair, they think they have to shade the edges and be very timid with it. And they're just like, I guess I just put them in random spots to kind of make them look like shadows, but I don't know if what I'm doing is really right. First of all, find out where your light source is. And also look for reference of that particular particular areas with that situations with that lighting. So a very typical lighting scenario is top, right, or left. I like this part because I can then envision where my highlight goes. So we have our light source. Now how do we shade it? Well, remember we have our wireframe. This will tell us where light is going away from us, or where the form is going away from the light, or where it's going towards the light. If I want to shade a sphere, this is what shadows look like. If I'm drawing, or if I'm rendering a cylinder, a shadow will look like this, and maybe it'll be a little bit softer. If I'm doing a sphere, well, it's not a sphere, a box, you may get something that looks like this. And I'm just doing like really, really shorthand, but this is what I think about. And then I look at the hair and I'm thinking, okay, is this chunk more like a sphere, a cylinder, or a box? To me, it kind of looks like a cylinder, but it's more curved. So it's like a mixture between a sphere and a cylinder. And if my light is coming this way, that means anything that is going away from the light will probably be more in shadow. So I may get something that looks like this. Whoa, look at that. Looks like hair.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
crazy. Like, just by understanding the simple forms and knowing where highlights go, you can translate it onto hair. So like, for instance, cylinders will have this look. There's a core shadow, a light area, like a specular highlight, and then there's also like a turning edge. That's basically what I've described here. How does your classes work? Our classes are self-paced. They are like a college alternative for art. If you want to learn how to draw from the ground up, like the fundamentals, like figure drawing or bodies, anime heads, or just heads in different angles, backgrounds, all that stuff. If you want to be able to draw your own characters from imagination and stories, you would need to learn the fundamentals, and that's what we teach. We have Anime Art School comes with 7 core classes that teaches you different subjects that relate to characters and backgrounds, and they are basically organized into 14 weeks, around 14 weeks. And you would watch the videos, do the assignment, and then move on to the next week. That is how they're structured.
It's like a self-paced college.
It is like a self-paced college. So all this stuff that I'm showing you right now, I do teach. I teach you how to draw hair. Actually, in fact, I'll just show you the first class. If you want to be able to draw amazing heads, you would have to start with the basic forms and the skull. So this is what I would teach you, right? In order to do amazing hair, faces that look absolutely gorgeous, like this, you would need to learn from the ground up like this. This is difficult, but you gotta power through it, and also you know it's fun. So learn a lot of this stuff, and then we move on to eyes in different angles, how to stylize these head planes into more attractive, stylized heads.
Do you pay for it? Yes.
Yes.
How valuable would you say your class is for people who want to do art for a living? Oh, very valuable.
Very, very
it's
valuable.
the fundamentals. So you'd learn the same thing in a college if you went to art school. I'm basically teaching the same classes that I took in art school.
Yep.
So I went to an industrial design school, and I got hired straight out of school. And I take those exact same classes that I took in there, and I teach it.
Yep.
With a bunch of stuff that I learned working professionally. It's very valuable. Like the
Very, very
fundamentals are the
valuable.
fundamentals. It's like if you want to be an author, learning sentence structure and grammar and story development. It's if you want to be an artist, learning anatomy, figure drawing, perspective, design, color theory, composition, how to use shape language and all that. Super valuable. Super, super, super valuable. Whether you're a
Yes.
hobbyist or you want to be a professional.
Yep.
If you want to get better in general.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Very valuable. All right, here's my little car thing.
Oh, that's sick. And if you want to be able to draw stuff like this from imagination, you would need to learn dimensional drawing and perspective, which is part of the Anime Art School classes.
But anyways, we're not drawing cars, we're drawing anime style.
Yeah. So yeah, I would treat the hair and make sure it's consistent, because like all of a sudden we don't want to like suddenly start making these all spotty again. We want to use this as a reference and think, okay, when I'm drawing highlights on the hair, it's going to kind of radiate around the head, kind of like a crown. So I want to make sure that that's consistent. So that means this is going to be in shadow. This is generally going to be in shadow. So that is consistent. This back part, you know, may be a little bit more in shadow, but we'll still see some highlight because maybe there's some light going around the head. So like this already looks very convincing to me. Back of the hair tends to be in shadow. So now we're separating our front and our back. And then of course, we can add in a little bit of that shadow, a little bit of highlight in there. This is dark hair, but like it will work well with light hair as well. And then here, this is where things get a little bit tricky. We're not just going to shade it like this. We're going to describe the form using the shadows. So once again, these are going to be more like cylinders. If this is coming out, let's say there's like some extra light sources on the side. I want to show it a little bit more, so I want to add a bit of light on these curves up here. And now we have shaded hair that feels convincing, that doesn't look blotchy, that doesn't look random. And if we need to make any adjustments, we will. Make it a little bit brighter. And there we go. That's how I would shade hair. That's how I would think about shading hair. The art school is worth it. Thank you.
Just like, how would you draw baskets or straw hats? Just like straw items, basically. You draw the basic form and then draw the texture on top of it. So like a straw hat, for example. I guess it depends on how it's woven together, but I mean, a straw hat would really just be a cylinder / cone, right? Like, and then you draw the texture of whatever.
Draw the effect of the straw.
Yeah. You draw the effect of the straw. So whatever that would be, maybe we put some guidelines around it like this. And then we could go, I don't know.
Ooh.
You could imply it like this. And you could put some coming out of it like that. And all I'm really doing is I'm just looking up what the texture looks like. And these things are woven all different ways, it looks like. And I just draw the texture around the primitive form, right? Maybe this one has like,
ooh,
I don't know, like
holes in it?
Holes or like diamond type shapes. Something, I don't know.
That's cool. I like that.
Guideline around it. I'm getting bored, so I'm going to speed it up. And I just kind of have to draw a part that, like, you recognize. So, obviously, they don't have really sharp corners like this, so it might be... Let me look at some references.
What brush do you
this
use?
kind is kind of cool.
Ooh, that's cool. Whoa.
And so it'd be like you could do little micro studies, right? So you go, oh, that's cool. It's like back and forth patches or something like this.
Ooh, that's cool. Hey, the skinny one's here.
Oh, nice. Hey,
Yay,
how's
how
it going?
you been doing?
So like whatever texture or pattern you want to draw, like totally up to you. I'm sure they're woven in all kinds of different ways.
Whoa.
This one to me
That is so cool.
looks cool. And so like on the top, I'll notice that this top area is like a disc, and then you have like
This brush you can get on our site, by the way, on our bio. It's free. You can also get it in our Discord by typing !brush in our Discord server.
this is all form drawing,
Ooh.
right? You'll see maybe a little bit of dark through there. Like that's kind of cool. We could do something like that.
I like.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're designing the hat.
Yeah, like designing this hat. Maybe we could go, oh, we have this coming out here, that coming out there, this coming out there. I painted a basket a while back.
I've tried to draw the hairstyle I'm looking at the video more than once. It ends up looking like garbage and I end up mad at myself. Don't be mad at yourself. It's completely normal. If it looks bad, that means you're on the right track. Just keep trying.
This is the exact same thing.
Yeah, it is.
I painted this basket a while back, and I painted the effect of it, but in reality, like, it looks like that, right? So you basically have, this is one way you could weave it. It's like this.
YouTube says we have a warning. I don't know
No,
what that
that's
is.
just,
Oh, okay.
they don't like our bit rate.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Is it normal for drawing on a non-display to feel awkward? Yes.
Yeah.
You'll get used to it the more you draw on it.
And these are just little pieces of paper, essentially, right? It's just
Yeah.
this. And so what happens when you look at one of these from the side? You might see underneath of it a little bit. And so you might get something like this, right? And then, oh, this comes out. And maybe this one blocks this one. Right? And then you got one that comes out maybe here. So, like, if you're looking at it from a different direction, that could work. But woven things, I would draw the thing, primitive form, whatever form it is. It doesn't really matter. Like, it could be this. It could be a bowl. It could be a cylinder.
Ooh.
It could be stinking... I don't even know what these things look like, dude.
How much do your classes cost? It is $497 for the entire program. One-time payment,
I
and
don't
you
know.
get it for life. Comes
This
with
sort of
7
thing.
core classes, and it works like an art college alternative.
And then maybe this comes in like that. Right? I would draw the form of the thing, and then I would just draw the texture on top of it. And that would be with traditional, with digital, right? And you could bust up this.
Are you using a custom brush pack? Is it available to download? And do y'all have a Clip Studio version of it as well?
Two things. Yes, this is a custom brush. We have it for free. It does import into Clip Studio. However, it feels nothing like Photoshop and Procreate, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I do have to give you fair warning.
How much time should I spend on learning some fundamentals?
I mean, you learn them for years and years. It doesn't mean that you can't draw things you like drawing.
Mm-hmm.
So the time is just ongoing, like consider it an ongoing process.
Yeah. Whenever you are drawing, you are going to be implementing the fundamentals. So it's a lifelong thing. So, like, just because you're drawing hair or because you're drawing anime face doesn't mean that you're ignoring the fundamentals. Like, you're still applying it by understanding that it's form drawing, it's perspective, it's fun perspective, right? Like, what Colton's doing right now, he's using the fundamentals.
Yep. And I'm practicing. I'm using it to get better as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe we could have, like...
Ooh, so pretty. Ooh, I'll see that, Miley. You can put that section in the server fan art if you want.
There's my straw hat. One version of it. Give it a little shadow or something.
Ooh, that is very pretty. This is what Miley did.
Oh, that's great.
That is
June.
so pretty. It's June.
Looking
It's so
good.
pretty. Do you guys teach face rendering?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Straw Hat Luffy? Kind of, yeah. Do you guys have a course? Yes, we do. Or we have a school, which is consists of a bunch of courses that teaches the fundamentals. So it's called Anime Art School. You can find that on our page, drawanime.com, or you can go to our bio. And it is the yellow button. It is like a art school or art college alternative. So it's not just like a course that teaches you how to like do a painting. It's like how to draw from step one and then do really cool stuff later on in the future.
Yeah. Okay, so what we discussed, we draw our form, the main form of the thing, and then since it's a straw hat, we add the texture on top, but the texture is not two-dimensional. It's three-dimensional. So it's like if I have a part of the straw hat that's like this, my lines are describing the form, right? As this form comes around like this, you'll see that this changes. And then if we have another form right here,
Ooh.
this changes. Right? If we've got another form right here, it's the donut. It's literally the donut that I drew earlier. Like, it's that at a smaller scale. Like, more flattened out. So it'd be like...
Tiny wide donuts.
Like, that's one way you could do it. But you have to understand the weave of the straw hat because there's different weaves, right? Like, that's one. This is another. So, like, reference is really important. Like, I really like the look of this.
That's cool.
Super cool to me. It's like, it, like, meshes together, and then it kind of comes out at the end, like it's coming almost, like, undone or something. That's really cool. It gives a very interesting silhouette. And silhouette is a very big driver of design, of how you interpret something. And then you can just add a couple dots and crap. You can even say, "Oh no! Someone broke the hat."
Gamer Kitty asked, where would I put something in I'm drawing but need advice on in the Discord?
Probably art help.
Probably art help. They did ask a specific question, but it's a bit up there.
Let me look for it.
Yeah, it's like on the very top message up on YouTube.
Now I'll draw with positive and negative.
Ooh.
There's my straw hat, but it's all based on that foundation.
That's really cool
Right?
looking. That's a cool looking straw hat.
And that's how I draw everything. Cars, helicopters, right?
Yep.
The helicopter from earlier. It's like, it's all form drawing. I'm breaking it
I can
down,
actually see
and
the
then
head.
afterwards, I'm adding the details and kind of directing your eye.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba.
So that's the question all the way up there.
Can you guys draw a cartoon hand like that? That one? The really specific thing?
Cartoon hand and hammer hammering down towards the left bottom corner, right wrist facing the viewer.
I don't know. Are we going to do any really specific demos today on like a specific... I guess we did a straw hat.
We did do a
But that's
straw hat.
like a little bit... I guess if we can turn it into something that's more like principle. I love teaching like principles. Things that are like they cross-pollinate between subject matters. But yeah, we could... I mean, you want to do that? It's fine.
Like a hammer.
I guess I'm trying to understand exactly what the description is.
Like someone just hammering on something.
How do you feel about the Straw Hat Pirates? We watched how many episodes? 700, 800 episodes or something?
You mean like this? Put it into art
I'm
help.
not sure exactly. Can draw anime style was so hard to draw Marvel Rival style. Yeah, it's because it's
Oh.
very solid and it's based on realism. It's stylized, but it's closer to realism than it is anime. They're stretching proportions and stuff.
Do you want it like exactly like the reference, Gamer Kitty? Or you want it like in a different perspective?
Bum, 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 bum. We may have to cover this one a different time.
We might have to.
'Cause I don't want to spend like the next 5 minutes trying to understand the question.
Yeah.
Or just kind of be sitting here like trying to figure it out.
Oh yeah, we got a watercolor to do today.
Yes. There is a watercolor today.
Yeah. If I have enough time, I might do 2.
You wanna?
Yeah. I could do 2. I could do Remy's as well on stream.
Marvel Rivals is a game where women have very long legs. Pretty much every project gives women long legs.
Yeah, look at Sailor Moon.
I mean,
And
yeah.
Clamp.
Look at almost any stylized project.
Shorter legs would have to be intentional.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's just kind of a common aesthetic. You should look at Cowboy Bebop style. They make the men's legs really long
my gosh,
too.
yeah. Trigun.
Yeah, Trigun as well.
A lot of old school anime as well. Even like like what you were saying, Sailor Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to understand the grip and the angle. Is the reference picture that you provided, is that the angle?
Is that the angle you wanted?
Because like I would honestly just use the reference. Like
Yeah.
Christina has a whole section in the class on drawing hands, right?
I do.
The anatomy class.
And I do have something like gripping it, but I would try to simplify, like if I were to just take it from this reference, I would just look at what's the angle of the arm and hand and hammer. So like this to me is like its simplest form. What angle is this facing? Like this thumb. What angle are the fingers facing? And so like you can think of it in terms of graphic shapes. This is tilted this way. It's kind of at a tilt. It's not exactly straight. This kind of goes like that. And I'll just keep it simple. And then I would also just make sure that all my details of the hammer follow this direction. And I might just end up doing like a gesture that looks like this. And once I'm happy with it, then I expand. So like I'm not going to get too crazy detailed with like the angles. I'm just going to find my basic curves. And I'll fill all that stuff later. If this is a side views are generally a lot easier to break down because it's not, you don't have like this crazy box.
Yeah, it's not that strongly in perspective. You're kind of looking at it from the front.
Yeah. So like that's what I would do just to kind of get a better angle, and you can always adjust. Like to me here, I don't exactly know your exact process, but it looks to me like you're trying to draw a lot of things at once, which could confuse you. Cartoonized realism, that's the part I was struggling with. Yeah. Honestly, sometimes the cartoon parts like actually look a lot more like realistic than you think. So like for instance, you may not have to even change the hammer at all. You can just simplify the details. Like cartoonizing a hammer could just mean like you can just stylize it by making the handle bigger, or by making the making these parts just simpler. But the proportions are the same as in real life. I also don't really know what style you're going for, so like that would also be like completely dependent on you as well. But that's how I would break it down, and then you can decide, oh, I want my hand to be bigger or my wrist to be thicker, all those things. I've just been quietly existing in the corner. Well, I'm glad that Remy, you're here. Let's see. References are always an option. Yeah, absolutely. That helps a lot. I'm glad it helps. Looked like a screwdriver for a second. Kind of did. If you just took out the hammer part and you did this, boop. Now it's a screwdriver. Do you use normal brushes or do you recommend a certain one? Honestly, I've drawn a lot of images with just a basic round brush that looks like this. I mean, this is the closest alternative in Procreate. Let me see here. Where is it? Where the heck is it? Airbrush. Where are you? There it is. I've used this kind of brush for a long time, where it's just like a round brush and it has pen pressure, and I've drawn with this a lot. I like it. I've also drawn with specific brushes that Colton made because it looks really cool to draw with, and it's just really simple. It's the closest you can get for this effect is a round brush with no pressure sensitivity. It's just a brush that stays the same all throughout, and it's very loose.
Wow.
So yeah. Draw heads or hair. We did cover a lot of hair today. If you want to go back and rewind to the stream, you can go and watch on our YouTube channel. I also have a video called How to Draw Heads in 15 Minutes that will probably help on that channel as well.
Is anybody new here today?
Yeah.
A bunch of people here. Anybody first time hanging out or chatting or whatever?
Mm-hmm. As I talked about.
Nice.
Legs.
I'm an OG. Sick.
Hey.
Noise. Me, I'm new here. Sandrinka. Ooh.
Ooh, that's a fun name. Sandrika.
Noise. Me, yeah, me, new, awesome. Welcome.
Oh.
If you do like the content, we do have a Discord server, by the way. We ping every time we go live. We do lessons all the time. We're going to be doing a really fun long stream this Saturday, all day long, 10 hours long. We're going to be doing an on-stream challenge, totally free to join. It's good. If you like the vibes, if you find this educational, entertaining, fun, join the community if you want. There's a bunch of really nice people there.
Really great artist as well.
Backflips and OG. Welcome. I was always here. Yeah. What's that? Please speak up, please.
I did cover legs earlier in the stream as well, so like this is how I would simplify legs. You can screenshot this. I will also put this in the Discord, so you can check that out there.
Have you done art studies of other artists? Yeah, here and there.
Here and there.
I should more. Watching on YT and TikTok at the same time. Nice.
Yes, it's gonna be watercolor time.
Watercolor time.
Watercolor time. So I'm gonna be doing an illustration of
watercolor.
Liminal's character. They bought our anime art school and mentorship, and so I was like, yeah, let's do a watercolor. And then we're gonna do Remy's, who also got anime art school and is doing the watercolor promo.
Let's go. We're gonna do both today.
Yeah, why not?
Lock in, chat.
Hit two birds with one stone.
Lock in. You gonna be around, Remy? And Liminal, you here?
I think Liminal might be there.
Are you here?
Oh, there. Liminal's here.
What else do we have?
I got the perfect reference of Liminal's character.
Oh my gosh.
Liminal's been doing fantastic work and made fantastic improvement.
Time for my OC. Let's go.
This is her. So cute.
Super cute.
All right. Let's zoom this in a little bit. Why is it blurry? Okay, there.
There goes. It doesn't know what to look at.
Mm-hmm.
I've been waiting. I've neglected my Anime Academy OC for 5 months. That's like my Tomodachi Life characters.
I know, right?
What?
It sounds like Shakira for a second. It's been a while since I did traditional, so I might have to I'm pretty warmed up, so that's pretty good.
Gotta lock in. Christina, this is for you.
Thank you.
Channel your energy to Christina.
Let me just see. She's a fox girl. Alpha. Accessories dark. Okay. This is gonna be super fun.
La 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 la. I wish I had more time. I'm so busy lately. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You too could get your character watercolored, by the way.
Yes. If you buy Anime Art School this week, you can ask for a watercolor. That's what we're doing.
Yaw. Remy took advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
Channeling. Lock in. I just want like a soundboard.
How many of you guys like to watch traditionally drawn art?
Load.
Whoa.
That's a pretty good one.
How do you draw the eyes? Me, awesome. Do you teach about different perspective poses? Yes, we do. I like to, but I like it too a bit. I don't know. Awesome.
What do you think of that one, chat?
Art.
What'd you ask?
I just asked how many people like watching traditional art.
Oh, it's the best. Who likes watching Draw Me more than traditional? Oh, Draw Me's that's a sweaty game.
That's a sweaty game.
Chat gets all riled up, like 5 stars.
How dare you rate that one 5 stars? Why is she giving everyone 5 stars? It's either why is she giving everyone 5 stars, or I love how you give everyone 5 stars.
Do the load sound and then fa. We do have this one. That one's like the crazy one. 0 stars. Okay, I got it. How loud is this? That's not too bad.
This is such a cute character, bruh.
Draw Me is always so much pressure if you go into the pro lobbies. Nah, I prefer a chill time. Hanging out, vibing with friends. Fih
is pretty good. By the way, we are going to be streaming all week today. All week today. What am I talking about? All week.
Yes, every day this week we're going to be going live.
Yeah.
Every day this week we're going live. It was just a fun thing that we decided to do, and then we're doing our big stream on Saturday. Should we do some would you rathers?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's think. Yada, yada.
Yada, yada.
Wait.
What?
Would you rather I'm trying to think of the second one. Let me think. Would you rather, what do you think, Christina? Only talk using cringy anime quotes? Like Deku or
my
whatever, and you
gosh.
have to do the voice.
Okay.
Or what? Only talk using, I don't know, like fart talk. Like,
Probably fart talk.
I don't know, dude. I'm trying to think of the second one. Would you rather or rather? Exactly. What anime? Cringy or what? I don't know.
Or act like a uwu.
Uwu?
Talk like uwu girl. I don't know.
Yeah. Would you rather only talk using anime quotes or only talk like uwu girl? Not the Deku voice? Don't make me start. Millennial talk, cringy quotes. Ooh, would you rather uwu girl or e-girl? What's the difference? Is
yeah,
there
what's
a
the difference? What is the difference, chat?
I'm not familiar with that. I need an expert. Fox? Anime quotes? I'd love to quote ghost stories. That'd be good. Cringy quotes, I guess. Go Riggs.
Oh, would you rather? Wait, hold on. Let me think. I kind of got it.
Uwu is cute.
Would you?
Girl is dark. Ugh. We've been watching the first season of Heroes. Get that bro a haircut, honestly. Emo guy.
Yeah,
What's his name?
Peter Petrelli.
My goodness, dude.
I was gonna say, like, would you rather read like cringy fan fiction, or something else? But I haven't figured out the second one yet.
I would say yaoi, but everybody would want to read that. I don't know.
Voice act cringy fan fictions or voice act cringy yaoi? I don't know anymore.
We'll have to think of some better ones. Mom
Yeah.
found the yaoi.
Yeah. Ah, my yaoi. Okay.
Both, please.
Both. Help.
Y'all made me want to rewatch Heroes 2.
Oh, you watch Heroes? That's fun.
It's good.
The
It's
first
good.
season was really good, except for the ending. The ending was okay. But I'm glad that everyone else was fine. Okay, let me think. Do.
We'll ask that when we asked recently, what's scarier, showing your old art or drawing live, or just showing something that you know is wrong or drawing live? Like, I mean, I guess both are gonna be wrong. Drawing live, is that scarier? Old art, showing old art, showing old art, showing old art. Yes. Oh, drawing live. Drawing live, I feel pressure. Can I go live? Yeah, you can go live. Go hit the live button on TikTok. No one's stopping you. Drawing live, it's not even close for me. If you drew live, would your lines look like?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Even if,
there's
like,
so many people watching.
would you be scared drawing live even if nobody was watching? You were just live. Like the thought of maybe somebody coming in at some point would still be scary. Like, what do you think of that? I was shaking when I went up. You have to prove you're 18 plus with your ID or have 1,000 plus followers. Then how did Fox go live?
Maybe it's because she was a guest.
Ooh, is that a cheat in the system?
Maybe.
Took it away. Took what away? Took it away. Oh, I wish we had polls. I don't know how to enable it. I'd have to look for it. I forgot we could run polls. Totally forgot about it. Not pressing the settings button. It takes 5 seconds to come up. Let's see. Real-time assist, chat, video, system. I don't know how to enable polls. They might have even just removed it. Like, for mods. I don't... Poll and vote?
Okay. The scariest part for me when doing these watercolors is drawing the chin and jaw area, because if I mess that up, everything's cooked.
Cooked. Cooking or cooked?
Cooked. But for now, we're safe.
How's it going? It's going good.
I remember when we used to work a lot traditionally, I would challenge myself to turn my mistakes into something intentional. Like if I made like a mark accidentally here, I'm like, okay, how can I figure out how to like make this mistake not look like a mistake? That was a fun challenge, honestly. It's kind of cute.
Disguising mistakes is definitely a power you want to develop. It's like live performance. If you ever mess up and you've been performing live and you're just like skibbity-ba-dibbity-da. It's like that.
Yeah. Well, I would my mom told me, because she taught me piano, that if I made a mistake, I would just like try to act as if it didn't happen, and
Yep.
just continue drawing.
The last thing you want to do is emphasize it. Where to enroll? You can enroll on our site, drawanime.com. And yes, it is a paid program, but it is a one-time payment. There is no recurring thing. You get it. You buy it once. You get it forever.
Yes.
So you own the things that you buy.
And we are doing a promotion this week where if you get Anime Art School this week up until Saturday, you get a watercolor.
Yep,
Sent
just like
to
this
you?
one.
Yep, of your own OC or your own original character. And I'm currently doing one right now for one of our students.
Is this online? Yes, it is an online school. You can
Yes.
take it from anywhere. You can go through it at your own pace. It's kind of like a recorded college, so it's for people who are really wanting to improve and get better. TikTok always restricts my streams. I wonder why. Too powerful. The
Yeah,
art
allows
is
artists
too,
too powerful.
is too powerful. We need a protest. I'm starting my classes tonight. Sick. That's awesome.
Nice.
Christina is a woman of many talents, I see. She can do
Mhm.
this too.
The gloving. Okay. The chin's done. Okay. I'm not stressed anymore. Okay, let me think.
Would you rather only be able to draw live or never show your art to anyone? That's a good one.
That's a good one, actually. That's a
I
good
mean,
one.
to be honest, you would be over it in like a month.
Yeah,
if
you'd
you're
be
only
so
allowed
used
to
to
draw live.
I would rather
You
only
just-
draw.
You don't care after a while.
Yeah.
You get desensitized to it. I'm looking at the past poll options. You definitely abused the poll function, Tori says to Fox. So that's why it's off. I forgot why it was off. But yeah, I mean, Fox would definitely have abused it for sure.
I love how it's like that's just an automatic like, oh yeah, I totally believe it.
Can you turn it back on? I just looked. I couldn't figure it out. I'm sure if I looked harder, I could figure it out, but no. Read my would you rather. Would you rather never finish your drawings or never be able to just sketch?
Oh, I need to think about that one for a second.
You mean, would you rather you can either never finish or you can only finish a drawing? Foxy, good morning, guys. Want to say drawing looks amazing.
Aw,
Usually not
thank
able to make the
you.
live sessions because I'm asleep. Around this time, I miss the Discord drawing together voice sessions. Awesome, very nice. Welcome. How do I make my lines stop overlapping each other when I'm drawing? When I want my line art to be clean, connected, and not poking up past each other. Is it that practice? Yeah, I mean, that would definitely be practice. Bub.
Your lines will kind of overlap. Like, you just gotta like hide it, or you gotta like make the outside really strong, and then you can see here my line work. There are like some overlaps here and there. It's just they're kind of faint, or they're kind of like unnoticeable because they're not like directly on the outside, if that makes sense. So like this line's really strong. These lines I can overlap a little bit or have more room for error.
Remy, no, I didn't. What is it? Okay, Tori sent me screenshots of Fox's past polls. I forgot what Colton said. Is Fox the best mod? And both answers are yes.
Oh my gosh.
Best Sanrio out of these. Sly. With
Sly.
A being Sly, B being Sly, C being Sly, D being Sly, and E being Sly. The rest is all Colton, don't even. I have no idea.
If I join your school, what should I expect? What are you thinking about expecting? Like, what are you wanting to get out of it?
Is Fox the best mod? Yeah, I definitely made that one with both answers being yes. I forgot what Colton said. That sounds like, that it definitely sounds like me, doesn't it? Because I would refer to myself in third person. Don't even joke, lad. If I join your school, what should I expect? Well, it's a year-long program. There's a bunch of different classes. They cover the fundamentals. Perspective, figure drawing. There's a full 12-week-long figure drawing class. You start with learning the proportions, the simple volumes. You learn the anatomy, the muscles, where they go. Perspective class is a 14-week perspective class as well. We go through 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, drawing things at different angles. It's very similar to like an art school or a college. It covers the fundamentals.
Mm-hmm.
The first two are only mine. I probably disabled polls after those two.
Okay, let's
Can I
see.
ask what paper you use or recommend? This right here is Arch's hot pressed.
Yes, Arch's hot pressed watercolor paper.
Yeah. Is the school pointed toward digital or traditional more? We go through it all digitally.
Mm-hmm.
The Sly one was probably done by Colton. Yeah, I probably ended up doing that one
'Cause you were probably
during the
asking,
Sly
like-
hunt.
Yeah.
Best Sanrio? Was that one me? I don't
That one feels
remember.
more like, I don't know.
I'm not sure. Yeah, interesting.
Almost done with the line work.
Can we see student portfolios who have been through the course? There's a bunch of before and after images on the page.
We also have an artist showcase where people post their artwork and their progress. We can show those as well.
Yeah, on the page there's a bunch of student progress. How's it different than the Udemy classes? The Udemy classes cover like one topic and they're not as in-depth. This is recorded and it's built to be more like a college structure. So like a 14-week class for perspective, for example, it's like week 1, you're learning like the very basics. I actually really like how Wouter Tulp teaches perspective. So we start off just drawing boxes and getting used to drawing boxes intuitively. And then we move into 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, do a bunch of exercises for that. We get into measuring, like using the horizon line as a measuring stick and all that kind of stuff. Like for the figure drawing class, it'd be like the basics, right? You start off with proportion and then you add simple volumes. And then maybe it like methodically goes over the body, right? Like torso muscles, lower body muscles, arm muscles, stuff like that. And then you finish with full body, full figure drawings that are like long, right? Where you do all 3 stages of that process. It's very similar from what you'd learn from like Michael Hampton or Will Weston. Will Weston was one of our teachers. We took a lot of his classes. Very good. He learned from Vilpu, who's a legend. And so they teach relatively similarly. I love Vilpu's classes. They're really good.
They are really, really good. All right, time to erase. Line work's done.
Any advice on how to get colors consistent and looking nice when using alcohol markers? I don't use alcohol markers personally a lot.
What do you mean by colors consistent, like with alcohol markers? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, there's a link. It is a fundamentals program, though. Like, I teach the same stuff that I learned in FZD before I got hired professionally. I studied industrial design, and that's how I teach perspective and, like, landscape and overlaps. So, like what I was showing earlier. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Overlaps, things getting further, thinking of environments and landscapes and chunks. Breaking complicated objects down into simple forms like lizard.
Lizard.
Lizard. Where's my button?
Lizard.
So we break up complicated things into simple forms. We draw them using what we learned before this lesson, because this is a later lesson in the term. And then we make it organic, right? We turn these things into rounded volumes. We think in terms of cross sections as well, a lot of that sort of thing. This is a really good assignment to practice intuitive perspective. You know, we go take all our perspective knowledge and we apply it to rendering. We learn half to black. We learn how to light things, light and shadow. We learn how to calculate cast shadows as well. Like this. And then we end up getting more complicated doing this type of stuff. We have a point light in a room and we calculate all the cast shadows. This is like a matte surface rendering part of the class. I go through materials as well. It's like a rendering class, like what you take in college. So, you know, different materials, how to think about them, reflective materials, metals, stone, this different type of stuff. And then I go into doing like backgrounds and stuff as well. So setting up a composition, lighting it, thinking about color scheme, high key, mid key, low key. It's very in-depth. A lot of the stuff that I learned professionally from like my art directors and stuff I teach as well. How to light environments that don't have like a single strong light source, where we have to create contrast through values like this. Like this room right here doesn't have like a single strong light source, right? It's not like created through light and dark. There's lights everywhere. So we have to treat it differently than we would treat something like this, where there's a strong window light that's creating stripes in the room. And Christina's just cleaning her palette. She's not actually drawing anything right now.
Yeah.
You know, Christina goes through a lot of important stuff. Drawing the head, she goes through teaching the skulls, the like
Head
an
angle.
Asaro, kind of like a modified Asaro head, before she gets into
Stylizing.
features and understanding this kind of stuff. Really important. And then she gets into stylizing them. Like, where the heck is the stylized stuff at?
You can do the up there.
Oh, these ones?
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah, these ones are pretty good.
They're all like stylized faces using that mannequin or that same head plane. But I change things up depending on the personality of the character. And you'll learn how to do that. We teach very methodically.
Yeah. I mean, I teach you how to do still lifes. I teach you how to value group. We start with Noton. We then move into 4 values. Then we think about colors. Like, this is what you learn in an oil painting class from a teacher. Like, starting with your light and your dark, moving into more values, and then adding color, thinking about your light source, thinking about the contrast between your warms and your cools, and how bounce light and different lighting and stuff affects that. You know, this is after we go through materials as well, like subsurface scattering and reflectivity and calculating all that stuff. So, like I said, it's very much like a college, but we have a linky here if you want to check it out.
Right here. You can check it out here. We do have a heads and faces class where I do talk about head planes and skulls and stuff. So if you want to only focus on that, sure. But you got a lot of other stuff included if you want to get better at all those other things.
Yeah. I can also post it. I'll post it in the YouTube chat. TikTok doesn't like links, but you can go there on our profile.
Yeah. All right, time to color. Let's think. I might just do the skin first. I like doing skin.
There we go. Who did you say was the strongest artist in the last course I can look at? What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by strongest? I became the strongest artist.
Oh, yeah. I practiced. I went away to practice for 10 years and became the strongest artist. I mean, we have a lot of different testimonials. Oops. I don't want to open a new window there. This is one of our students. I can wait till you're at a little stopping point if you want. Here's one. This is the before and after. Milena has a really good one as well. Before and after stuff. Like, you learn the basics, right? I mean, like, you look at these figures right here. They're lacking gesture. They're lacking, like, thought process. There's no center line. And obviously there's no clothes or anything. Like, you learn about clothing. You learn about the clothing folds and volumes and when something's coming towards you or going away. Like, learning how to render hair and light. Like, it's the fundamentals, right? Like, those are the things that are lacking. So you learn those and you apply them. You think about the design. You think about, you know, aesthetic. Like, here's one of Ketsu's. Ketsu's has huge improvement.
Oh, for sure. Like, look at that.
Yeah, like, when he joined. I mean, obviously, he's working his butt off. Like, he's still working hard to this day. Like, he works his butt off all the time. He just posted a image recently as well. But, like, you can see there's highlights in the hair. He's thinking about light and shadow and pose and gesture and overlaps. Like, it's the refinement that you go through when you learn foundation. But these are all up on the page if you want to check them out. There's a lot of them.
If you draw a student's OC, what if their OC is still, like, does not have an official design yet?
That's fine.
That's fine. Just have what you have.
Here's Dahlia's.
Just send what you
Dahlia's
have.
is great.
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic.
You know, she's thinking about, like, a lot of stuff. Like, proportion, overlaps. Like, you can see that she's rounding all this. She's thinking about the clavicle, the traps, the neck, light and shadow. She's designing her hair now. All this sort of thing. And whereas before it's kind of just like an arm goes like this.
Yeah.
A hand goes like this. Right? It's like, it's what you get in an art school. You learn a process and then you practice that process a bunch of times.
I only need to learn face anatomy. Is there classes with face anatomy only? That would be the first class, heads and faces.
Yeah. Someone says, okay, this channel is for kids. Thanks for the show. What?
Huh?
We have someone with a huge ego on YouTube.
Where?
Hear that, chat? Someone thinks they're better than you and I muted them.
Wait, what did they say?
They're just being weird.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see the messages, so I wouldn't have known.
No, like, I think a teacher's job is to help students. I don't think that taking a beginner and helping teach them how to think about things is a bad thing ever for any reason. And my favorite teachers, they all were super humble. They wanted to help anybody, no matter what their level was at. I mean, just look at someone like Will Weston. He sent people to work everywhere. Disney, DreamWorks, Blizzard, Riot. You're a beginner in his class. He critiques you just like everybody else. That's our mentality with teaching and helping students. And honestly, if you think you're too good for that, like, I don't want you anywhere near our community, because that's the type of art teacher that makes people quit art and hate art for the rest of their lives.
And think that they could never get any better, or like they are treated like they're stupid or something.
Yeah, and even if you're an amazing artist, like, I don't think that mentality is warranted any time. It's silly. I mean, look at someone even like Craig Mullins. He's super humble. He's a cool dude. He helps beginners. He takes on mentees. Like, who cares what level you're at? Really weird person. But I mean, there's a lot of artists out there with egos that are like, they think they're all that.
Okay. Hard part is mostly over.
Sounds like a Twitter person. Yeah. No, I like helping people learn how to draw and get better. I don't care what level they're at.
No, I don't care what level.
Everybody
in fact,
started as a beginner.
I think it's most fun teaching absolute beginners, because it's like it's trying to nurture their relationship with art.
They haven't turned into that yet.
Yeah.
Beginners, a lot of the time, like, yeah, they are the most fun to teach because they're excited about everything. They haven't developed a toxic ego. They're just like, dude, I want to learn stuff. This is so cool. You get a lot of weird, competitive, egotistical people.
Yeah. Well, art is one of those things that it's very easy to get egotistical about.
Yeah. Well, any industry.
That's true.
It creates this hierarchy. Like, elitism develops.
Yeah.
Like, naturally, a lot of the time.
Okay, I'm gonna use some markers.
When does the toxic ego come in? When you start thinking you're better than other people, and that having a skill that you've developed that someone else hasn't makes any sort of difference whatsoever in you as a person to someone else. Some people really develop it. Some people stay really humble. Do you use references? She does, but I don't think she is right now.
No, not right now. But I do use reference on things that I'm like, I have no idea how to tackle this at all.
Yeah, there's dumb. I mean, and you can tell too, like, when Proco came by the channel, they were like, they loved it. They were like, oh, this is awesome. Like, really nice work. And like, what art channel is bigger than Proco?
I know, right?
They're literally like
supportive, and
they're super supportive. Like, people who want to learn how to draw, anybody who wants to help them, like, I think that's great. And they were like, yeah, come by our booth at Lightbox. We'll hang out. And it's like, exactly. Are there separate lessons for digital and traditional? No, we record the whole class digitally. No, we don't go over like mediums and how to mix paint and all that kind of stuff. I'm really new to art, so I've never come across at any story times. I mean, not really. What kind of story times? Like, what I did mostly was freelance concept art and illustration. So I have stories from that.
There we go. That's the bread I'm looking for now.
But if someone's more into traditional, I wouldn't recommend going through the class traditionally. Just because we use layers We use digital tools, right? Like the brush tool, the eraser tool. We don't use anything complicated. It's stuff that every digital program has. But it's definitely a digital program. Like especially the painting class, like it's a digital painting class. We're not mixing colors traditionally. We're not fussing about like a traditional medium and drawing times and stuff. Like we just get into painting, rendering and painting and stuff like that. So it's totally up to you. Who's Christina drawing? She's drawing a Liminal's character.
Liminal's character.
Watercolor looking super cute right now.
Ah, yay. Okay, let's think. I actually want a darker red for this to make the eyeballs, pupils pop out. There we go. Woo. I'll do the same thing on this side. Ooh. It's nice. I have a sketchbook on you. So I'll just test it on this piece of paper. Yeah, that will work.
Oh.
Okay, so this is the tricky part. I'm gonna color the hair. I'm gonna wet a lot of this.
Wait. Who the heck? Message request? Oh, okay, okay. It's Remy. Let's see. Ooh, that's fun, Remy.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now it's time.
I like that character.
Add a bit of this.
Ruru. Blueberry Pug. That's fun.
Yeah.
If you want to see it, Fox. And Lau. I'm not gonna like publicly show everybody, but
Okay.
There, you happy now? Colton song?
What's a Colton song? Mom!
Can you send me
$4?
$4? Mom, can you send me like 18 bucks? Sing it, chat. Mom, say, Fox, can you send me 4 Robux? Fox, can you send me like 18 Robux? Or are you saying Colton, comma, song, like you want the song name?
All right, hair is blocked in. Okay, so this is where you might need to wait for things to dry or else it's not going to cook.
Do we have to have specific art programs to join the class? Anything digital works.
Anything digital works, yes.
Anything digital works. You can use, you know, whatever. Krita, Ibis, those are both free. Clip Studio Paint, Procreate, Photoshop. Anything that has basic brushes, eraser, layers. Everything that we use is pretty universal between programs. We don't use any like really complicated stuff like gradient mapping, and because again, it's a fundamentals program.
Yeah.
So, you know, someone could build the same program traditionally and use traditional mediums. I'm not going to school.
I'm not going to school. Yeah, I do semi-realism every
That's
now
really
and then.
nice, Katsua. You guys just lighten my day. I can't even be sad or emotional when Colton is being silly. Government cannot stop me. Mental hospital cannot stop me. I will simply continue to be silly until the end of my days.
That's
That's such a Miki
so
quote.
Miki, yeah.
That's so Miki core. Oh, we were thinking a superpower question mark that
Or side effect.
or a side effect that Miki might have is every time a guy has a crush on her, he is met with misfortune and can never confess. And every time a guy tries to flirt with Miki, he gets
Cooked.
He gets misfortune. Like maybe he's like running after her to like ask her out or something, falls in like a manhole, or like steps in concrete and gets stuck, or like gets chased by bees. And Miki's like, "Oh, is someone coming to flirt with me?" And then it's like, I don't know,
Ooh.
carried away by seagulls.
carried away by seagulls.
Smoothing or no smoothing? Oh yeah, it's great. A lot of people use smoothing.
I use smoothing. You already have natural smoothing when you're doing traditional art.
I think it would be really funny. Is this your inner dad trying to protect our Miki?
Oh
Definitely.
yeah, it is. He's never gonna let her date anybody. Not unless there's like a really cool character that could be like really good for her. But until then, he's very protective.
Couple questions I need to work out now. Have a good one, Lizzie.
Bye.
See ya. I'm not ready for school. I know a little bit about digital art. As a newbie to drawing, I mostly use traditional methods. Would you recommend someone learn the ins and outs of digital art before taking your courses? Not necessarily. We do have a class that's an extra class we included called Introduction to Digital Art, and it'll bring you through all the tools that you need. So if you're new to art and you get the school, it does come with an 8th class, and it talks about how to use, brushes, layers, colors, all that kind of stuff, selection tools and everything. Because a bunch of people who are like very first getting into digital art, they want to take it and they're like, oh, I don't know how to use the program yet. So the intro to digital art covers the basics of Krita, Clip Studio Paint, Photoshop, and Procreate. But most programs work similarly. Alif, I have to go. Stuff at work to do. All right, see ya. Have a good one.
See ya. All right, where's my burnt down bird?
You need a pressure-sensitive pen. I would definitely recommend it, but you don't really need it. I know some amazing artists who don't use any pressure sensitivity. Fico rigs.
Yeah.
Can we hear any OC lore of any of your OCs if you have any? Yes.
Yeah.
Beginner artists trying to learn fundamentals. Do you have any tips on making fundamentals fun or not boring? I really like connecting it with, like, why am I learning it? Like, drawing things that I find interesting. If I'm trying to learn how to draw anime heads and faces, I draw my characters or my favorite characters. Or, like, if I want to make an illustration and I feel like I'm not very good at a particular thing, I'll go and practice that thing in order to get better so I can do that particular illustration. That's how I make it fun and interesting. Drawing with friends also helps a lot. Like if you have friends and you practice together. That helps a lot. Like hanging out in a Discord call or something.
Let's do this.
Forgot the dishes. Gotta go see ya. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Good luck.
Bye.
But like as you get better at something, it also kind of tends to get more fun.
Yeah.
Like it's not fun being bad at something, but when you start to get better, it becomes more fun. Like think about maybe like someone who has to play the violin, right? And they're learning the violin and they're bad at it and they're just like, this isn't fun. But once you get actually able to play stuff, it becomes a lot more fun.
Yep.
I mean, it's a lot more fun to draw good boxes than boxes that are not drawn correctly. So there is hope, and you can hold out for that hope as well, that it does get more fun in my experience. The things that you practice get more complicated, they're more fun. So like there's that as well. what song is playing. I can look. It's called... Crap, dude. It just stinking reloaded the page and logged me out. What the heck is this?
What?
Why you do this, Epidemic? I switched to the Epidemic Sounds tab. Logged me out. Reloaded the page.
Bro.
I think it was this song. Yeah. Okay. Simple Pleasures in Space. That's what the song's called. I thought the song was called Crap Dude at first.
I'm currently using some Ohuhu markers right now, by the way, so people who are wondering about it, I love it. It's fantastic.
Do you guys recommend a blend of working for industry / freelance for a stable income as an artist? I have a lot of friends who are freelance. I was always a freelancer. And if you're good, yeah, you can definitely have a stable income. Like freelance rates, of course, you provide your own equipment, you pay your own insurance and everything, but you don't have like benefits from a company, but you generally charge more. Like customers pay more or clients pay more because you cover all that stuff. They don't. I never worked in-house. I was always a freelancer. I had regulars, like people who hired me over and over, like Volta, some studios in LA and stuff. But yeah, definitely. I mean, oh my gosh, David, my buddy, he was making an insane amount. I'm talking like 400 or 500K a year freelancing concept art. I don't know how much he's making now. I haven't talked to him in a couple of years, but he's hardcore and he did freelance. Like USD 400 or 500K a year. He's just a psychopath, I guess. Like he really aggressively pushes rates. He balances, juggles multiple jobs at the same time. He was one of the main designers for World of Warcraft stuff.
Did like that brown.
But I did concept art professionally for years, and yeah, you can have a pretty good income. I mean, professionally speaking, concept art rates in the game industry, freelance, you can pretty regularly get 400 to 600 a day US. If your portfolio's good, it takes a while to build up. But like if you're good, I mean that was as of a couple years ago. I don't know the exact state of things right now. I know things are weird in the game industry, so what I would recommend, go reach out to people who are currently working and ask like 15, 20, send emails, send messages, say people who are currently working professionally, freelance, in-house. If you ask a whole bunch of people like that, you can get a pretty good gauge of what's going on, like in the field research, actively working artists. That's what I would do. And same thing, like if you're considering going to like a school, like a college or university, I would go and talk to current students. I would talk to current teachers and professors. I would tour the campus. I'd talk to people who are enrolled in the program. I would find out what teachers are currently teaching. I would, like, if there's a teacher that you really like, I can't tell you the number of times that students will go to a school for a specific teacher, and by the time they even get to their class, the teacher's already left the school and is doing something else.
Really sucks.
It's constant. Like, people will be like, oh my gosh, XYZ teaches at this school.
And they left.
A year later, they enroll, and then they don't get to the teacher's class for another 2 years. And at that point, it's been 3 years, the teacher's gone half the time. So, like, you got to consider that sort of thing. Like, oh my gosh, dude. Like, ask about program changes that are coming up. Are they changing the curriculum? What do graduates' work look like? Right? What do students who are currently graduating, what does their work look like? Why does it look like that? Talk to them. Just be like, hey, what did your work look like before you went to school? Like that guy in chat earlier, or girl, I don't know who it was. Like, if they really wanted to find out about anime art school, what I would do is I would join the server. I'd say, hey, who here has the school? What do you think about it? Give your thoughts. What lesson are you on? Like, have you found that it helped? And how, and like, ask. Not interrogate, because that's kind of like negative thing. But like ask, pry, dig, go how do you find it helpful? What have you improved on? What do you think about it? Do you think it's worth it? Like that's how I would do research into something. Current, like as recent data as possible, not what student graduated from this school 15 years ago. I mean, that's like true with Art Center, right? Like you'll get people who went to Art Center, but they graduated 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And like the entire path or department could be run by someone completely different now. Can I send my art? We generally don't do critique streams. We will do them occasionally. What marker brand is that? Probably Ohuhu.
It's Ohuhu.
I just graduated art uni, but they didn't talk about job stuff. I would definitely talk to people who are currently working. Like, everybody's on Instagram, everybody's on Twitter. Like, it's not hard to find people that you respect and reach out to them. DMs. Do some research on their work. Hey, really like your work. I particularly like your work on this project, especially your XYZ designs or XYZ work. I'm trying to get into this industry. Here's my portfolio. I'd be happy to pay you for your time, you know, an hour or whatever. Just trying to get some questions answered. Like, what is the job placement like currently? What do you recommend? What do you think my work quality is at? Like, super useful. It's like such an underrated thing doing that.
It
like,
is.
I had my mentor, he was like way back in like 2015 or 16. He was working at Crytek in Germany. And he said that this dude applied to the studio as an artist, and he physically mailed his portfolio to the studio and addressed it to the art director. Bypassed all of HR. They opened up the thing, and it got passed all around the office, and they were talking about it. And it was like a really nicely printed portfolio. That's a really good way to have a competitive advantage. Like, if you're doing things that other people aren't that set you apart, that's really good as well.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you want your portfolio to be good. Like, obviously, you know, you want a good portfolio.
Okay.
Have you guys ever thought about making your own manga? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But please don't spam. That is a pretty common question.
I like these markers a lot.
Wow. No.
What happened? Is she going
Lau's
EP?
heading EP.
Bye, EP Slow.
No.
No.
Do it. No.
Oop. Okay. Time to clear all this away. Okay, I'm almost done with this watercolor or marker-ish. I like using mixed media. It's fun. Okay, there's that. And I'm gonna
Oh,
add
that one's really
watercolor.
cute.
Where? Oh, that's so
That's
cute.
the second one.
Oh my gosh, that's so lovely.
That's perfect.
Oh, it's so perfect.
Wow. Momo-kun, that is super cute. I
Is
absolutely
Momo-kun
love
in
that.
here?
Are you here in the chat? You just posted your portrait project part 2?
Oh, that looks amazing.
Tomorrow. Currently going to university for concept art, and I was wondering if I should freelance or go straight into a studio. Oh, a lot of people will try to get into a studio and do that for a couple of years before they freelance. I never did. I never wanted to move. But a lot of people, and sorry I didn't get to that question earlier. A lot of people will go into a studio for a couple of years and then do freelance. You absolutely don't have to. You will learn on the job. You can freelance while you're in a studio as long as you haven't like signed anything that says you can't. And you said practice fundamentals of stuff you're interested in. I have vastly different interests. That's totally fine. Do you think it would be best to focus on one type or try and blend them together? If you find you get distracted, blend them together. I jump between subjects a lot. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? Like, is it absolutely optimal the best way? No. Not necessarily, but if it actually gets you drawing, then therefore it would be the best way. If the other option is you're not doing it, then it's probably better.
I'll use this. There we go. That's the brown that I was looking
Fox,
for.
you got to go play Pals, Zoo Pals. What's it called?
Pal World.
Pal World? Interesting. Can you tell me which type of paper is good for manga drawing? I don't know.
I don't know.
That would probably be a good Google search. I bet you anything, there's like lists out there with good stuff on that. I don't want to give advice on stuff that I don't know very much about.
Yeah.
But a G Pen is awesome.
G Pen is great.
Do you recommend doing internships while in art school to gain experience in the industry, or focus on school and my portfolio? I would 100% focus on portfolio. It's not that internships are bad. I was always recommended from my mentor to just focus on hammering out a really good portfolio. I got hired at a concept art position. I was never even hired as a junior concept artist. Like, I just grinded it out and tried to build my portfolio better. We're going to be interviewing Chris Falkenberg sometime on the channel. He's a concept artist. He's working currently. Christina and I met him in a class at Brainstorm a couple years ago.
Yeah, we did.
We'll probably talk about some of this kind of stuff. Was going to go watch something, but I should. Oh, play Power Word. What time is it for everyone? 7:44 p.m. Hello. What course is this? Just chilling, hanging out?
Mm-hmm. We have a school that talks about, that teaches you the fundamentals of drawing so you can draw your own characters and stories from imagination. This is the school. You can check it out. But if you have any questions about it, feel free to ask.
You guys in Cali? Nope.
Nope. All right, we got one more little detail, which is the butterfly.
Yeah, this is a student's original character. This is Liminal.
Liminal.
Hi, I am a big fan. Hi.
Hi, big fan. I'm kidding.
I'm Dad. 10:44 for you. Dang.
Dang, bro.
Ever talk about sprites? Not really. I've never done sprites. Have you watched Soul Eater? Christina likes it.
I liked it.
I haven't seen a lot of it. I've seen a little bit of it. Maybe we'll watch through it.
I'd watch it. I really liked Black Star. Black Star was one of my favorite characters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's add a little bit of blue in the background.
It's not that internships are bad. I would honestly, like, if I was trying to get into concept art, it's really competitive these days. Still totally doable, but it's very competitive. I would 100% focus on finding a mentor. Learn the fundamentals, bring your base skills up, find a mentor who's good, have them take you under their wing, pay them if you have to. If you don't have money to pay them, I would literally get a job to make the money to pay them. It's that important, in my opinion. They have them bring you through their process, teach you what they know, that sort of thing. I would like, mentors and classes are so incredibly valuable. Finding a mentor will just speed up your learning curve by so incredibly much. It's insane. I mean, just ask like Liminal.
Oh, yeah.
Going through the mentorship. Have you watched Witch Hat? Yes.
Yes.
I think most of what's out, all but like the last episode that's out or something. I don't remember. Is the first season done airing? I think it is.
I think so. All right. One more finishing touch. And then I'll sign it. And Liminal's
It's silly.
character is done.
Like a dad joke. When someone said they're a big fan, you should ask about their RPM. But big fans tend to spin slower, right? Because they're larger. Like if they were a little fan, like a little turbine or like a little jet engine, that'd be really fast. But if they're like a big fan, like on the top of Costco, those spin pretty slow. Yep, taking the mentorship, super helpful. Never thought I would learn so much in such a short time. Awesome.
Yay.
Obviously, you're putting in the work. Like
You are.
You wouldn't be learning a lot if you weren't doing a lot of practice.
I know, right? Okay, I'm gonna a little bit more line work.
How's my progress in the 1,000 heads challenge? I don't know, like 530 something. I don't remember. 538. I haven't done any, or no, 540. I haven't done any in a couple of days. Like, I've drawn anime heads. I draw a bunch of them in my sketchbook, but I don't
Count them.
count them towards the challenge. I've certainly drawn more than 1,000 at this point, that's for sure. But I only count the heads if they're in this particular file.
Okay, I'm gonna add a tiny, 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 tiny little blush mark.
So cute, gonna hang it on my wall. Awesome.
All right. So Liminal's character is officially done. Remy, you're next. That's what it looks like. Oh, wait.
How long is the whole course? I lost track around 110 hours.
Yeah.
I don't have an exact amount of time, but I counted at least up to 110 hours of lessons. So it's very large.
I'm adding some extra sparkles.
So it's literally less than $5 per hour of lesson. And they're lessons. They're to the point. Get into it. We demo things in real time. We explain stuff. We go through everything methodically. We're trying to leave no stone unturned in anime art school.
Yeah, that's a very true statement too.
Like, we'll even realize that we didn't cover something specific, or we'll learn like a new thing and we'll just make an extra lesson and throw it in.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I'm just like, dang, that's a really good lesson. I'm going to record one and just put it in this week on like that type of topic. Like, the classes are full, but sometimes I'm just like, I want to record this thing because it's cool.
Mm-hmm. All right. Liminals is done. Once again, if you're wondering what this watercolor is for, it's for people who will get our anime art school this week. This promotion ends on Saturday. So if you get anime art school this week, you can get a watercolor of your own character mailed to you. And
Yup.
I usually do it on stream so you can watch it.
Just like this.
Yep, just like this.
If you want this
If you want this quality
to
of
be
OC.
your character, it comes free with anime art school until the end of the day Saturday.
Yes. Do you guys teach a lot of background drawing?
Oh, yeah.
He sure does.
That's what I did professionally for a long time. I was mostly a background concept artist. I did environments and props. So yeah.
All right, so next victim. I'm kidding. Next person is Remy. I'm excited to do this one as well. I'm going to change the water soon.
Yeah, we do backgrounds. I'll do them occasionally on streams. Do you... Okay, excited to see... Oh, noise. Excited. Remy is locked and loaded. Hold up.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta readjust a little bit. Zoom this in a little bit. Whoop. There we go. Get this all out of the way. There we go. Okay. What do you think? How am I going to make this guy look amazing? Oh, I think I know. I think I know. Is he like a sassy type of character, Remy?
My heart is doing flippies. Yes, he is, in all
Okay,
caps.
great.
What do you both do when burnout hits, or if it never hits, what have you done to prevent it? Never really hit you.
No,
Kind of. You've gotten like a block at one point.
I've gotten a block at one point, but that was because I was stressed.
I had burnout for a good while. I go back to like, why did I start doing art in the first place? Like, it can get really stressful because you're so focused on working professionally, right? You're so focused on the quality of your art, or you're so focused on I need to get hired professionally. I have to go through these exact steps so I can make a living from it. And then you stop enjoying art. Like, imagine how much that guy earlier doesn't enjoy art. Right? Like, it's like all about the quality, all about if I'm better than other people. It's like chat, right? It's like not you guys chat, but like people who come on and are like comparing themselves, or this 14-year-old is way better than me. Oh no, I'm so depressed. It's like all comparison, all like I'm not where I want to be. But it's like most people get started in drawing just because they like creating stuff. So when I focus on the process of making art, I focus on my characters, I lose the, oh no, I have to get amazing, or what level am I at compared to other people. Art becomes way more fun. And like at the end of the day, I want to do something that's fun, that I enjoy on a day-to-day basis. Like, why would I do something on a day-to-day basis if I don't enjoy that thing? You know?
Yeah, so true.
That's what I think about. I was burned out for a long time. Like when I went through school, it was very hardcore. A lot of hours, a lot of focus on getting hired, making money, that I like literally forgot that I even just enjoyed drawing things in the first place. And like everything that I wanted to draw, I would like decide whether or not it was worth drawing. Like it was always this game of like, is it worth it? Is this the most optimal path? Is this the best way to do something? And it's like you get fear when you think, oh no, I might not be doing something the best way. So you just don't do anything.
Yep, that's the trap.
I did that for a long time.
Oh, Remy, would you mind if I add some piercings to him? Like ear piercings?
Curse of comparison. Oh my gosh, yeah, for sure. Like you have to be, like, there's this balance, right?
Remy, are you fine with me showing your character to people?
There's like this balance, right? There's being realistic about where you actually are if you want to work professionally, and whether you're going to get hired or not. Are you there, Remy? You can.
Oh, he'd probably be for piercings, if he wore any. And yes, you can show him. Okay, so she answered 2 questions, or they answered 2 questions. So this is the character. Nice abs, by the way. He got really cool abs.
Like there's a balance. Like I'm not. Like you obviously, if you want to work professionally as an artist, you have to be like realistic about what it takes to get there. And it's hard to keep that balance because you have to grind it out. Like you have to be at the professional level to get hired. Like it's not just based on hopes and dreams, right? Like it's a realistic expectation that you have to set, like setting goals, gauging your process, but like trying to separate emotion from that. Not like getting in the idea that like, oh my gosh, I should be here by this time. And there's like the pressure of time. Like, oh my gosh, I graduated college. I'm still not getting hired. I don't have a lot of time left. Like that can be very stressful. But like in my experience, the people who do that the best, they separate their emotions from their gauge, like what they're gauging. It's not like this emotional comparison. It's more like, this is my weak point. I got a critique. I can bring it up and get better. Like I got a critique from this artist. I should work on this sort of thing, and I'll work on it and get better and focus on having fun while I do the exercises. I totally know what you mean. I totally know what you mean because I went through the exact same thing. You know, I went to FZD, super hardcore school, 1 year long. You want to get hired when you graduate, and then you end up burning out, and you're just like, I'm not good enough to get hired, and I also don't enjoy art. What the heck do I do? It can be really stressful.
Yeah.
Oh my G, I love you guys, seeing you on YouTube, and I like listening to you in the background. Oh, hey, welcome.
Hey, thank you. Okay. Let me think of how I'm gonna do this.
School really had me second guessing art. I'm on break now, and I found my love again, drawing my own thing. That's great. Fall semester starts next month, though, so I go back to the grind. Awesome. I mean, the grind is good, right? You get better. It's just like make sure you have time for making things fun as well. And I wouldn't like one thing that's difficult is also like It's really easy to get absolutely obsessed with school. Like, oh my gosh, my professor said this. And like treat it like it's the most important thing in the world, but it's like it's just one class in your life that takes up a very small, like you won't even hardly remember that class in 5 years. A lot of people fall into that. They're like, oh my gosh, my professor gave me a C. This is insane. It's like, think about your long-term trajectory, not the moment of what's happening right now. Just do your best in the moment.
Yep.
Do your best in the moment. Focus on your trajectory rather than today. Hey bro, which anime character I can draw? I don't really know what that means. Is that a question? Like, which anime character should you draw? What anime do you like? How old do you have to be to go to the school? We recommend at least 13, but it is like a college program. It's serious. It's a serious program for people who really want to get better.
I think I like this hand in here. I think that's kind of cool. I always like to add at least one hand, if possible, to an illustration so I can get more practice.
Can you guys sculpt? I've done sculpting in ZBrush. I did it for a couple of jobs that I was on. I am not an amazing sculptor, but form, like drawing is basically sculpting. Like you're drawing form. Drawing is sculpting, like form drawing. Hopes and dreams reminds me of a tale under from way under. Huh? Is that a reference? And good art here. Awesome. Can you guys sculpt? How old do you have to be? Such diva nails. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, diva.
How can you get in? We have a linky here.
Right.
Our website is drawanime.com. It'll be the yellow button and you can check all that out. Is there an offline school about this? No, it's online.
It's online.
It's a recorded school. It's kind of like a recorded college. Obviously people continue to create, but I'm curious your takes on increasing AI use, like how much pressure it puts on artists if you think the AI bubble will pop. I don't think AI is going to go away, but I do think it's a bubble. Like, I'm not an expert on these things, but like the money just doesn't make sense. Like, how are some of these companies, the most valuable companies in the world, instantly like more valuable than Amazon and Google and like all of the most valuable companies in the world, and then all of a sudden another one shoots up top above that? That doesn't really make anything. But I don't think it's going to go away. I mean, even if a bubble does pop, like, it's here to stay for sure. Like, I don't think it's going away. I don't like it, but I don't think generative AI is going to go away at all. Like, now that it exists, it's definitely here to stay. But again, like, I don't know. Like, I don't think about it too much on a day-to-day basis. What's your opinion on the fact that art schools throw almost too many topics / techniques at you and therefore burn students out quick? On the other hand, I also understand it can be necessary. I think it's like a difficult topic, right? Like, an art school doesn't take 10 years. It takes a short amount of time. I mean, you don't want to go to art school for 10 years, right? You want to learn and get out and get employed. I do think that art schools are really faced with a difficult topic, and also like their curriculums are kind of forced to be really broad a lot of the time. So you like dip your toes into a lot of different subjects, but you don't like spend enough time really getting good at a particular thing, unless you go to like a specialty school, like, you know, like Cal Arts or Art Center or something. Like Art Center has their transportation design program, and it's like you draw cars for 4 years straight. That's it. Like, you're drawing cars for 4 years. That would be like super hyper focused.
Okay, this.
I don't know. It's difficult. Like, I can totally understand that schools are in a bind. And then all of the schools want to introduce a new program for some emerging thing. Like, concept art became really popular, and all of a sudden, all of the colleges have a game art program, and then they hire, like, random professors that haven't even really worked a lot, or they're, like, trying to fill these positions, and nobody's wanting to work them or whatever. And then the students are graduating, and their portfolios aren't at the level to get hired. But it's not that bad, because we live in a day and age where affordable education is more available than ever. It might not be in a university or college, but like, I mean, oh my gosh, dude, you can take a mentorship with some of like the best artists in the world, and it'll cost you like a quarter of what one term of art school costs. It's insane. Like, when have we ever been able to do that before? Nathan Fowkes, oh, I love him. Really big fan of his stuff. We've been through his watercolor and gouache painting class a bit. Awesome stuff. He came as a guest, and I asked him the same thing about AI. He said he doesn't care, and real artists shouldn't either. Enough said. Like, AI doesn't take away my ability to enjoy drawing, which is why I draw. You know, and then you get hired, you solve problems. Like, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I'm not going to ruin my life worrying about it.
Yeah.
But, like, I love Nathan Fowkes. His stuff is phenomenal. So good. His book, Color and Light, the one that he co-authored with some other people, peak. Super good. I also have his portrait book, his charcoal portraits book. So good. He's a really good portrait artist. And then his the watercolor gouache landscape sketching stuff is really good. I've also taken some of his classes on Schoolism. Really good teacher.
Yeah, really good teacher.
He talks a lot about his time at Art Center and stuff in those classes too. Great. I really like his work. Super cool dude. He seems very nice. I've never met him personally, but I've been through a lot of his content and books. Just amazing color. Amazing color and value control. I mean, he was working all the way back for like doing like Prince of Egypt and stuff.
Let's give him like puffy sleeves here. I think that's pretty good. Okay. I think I'm ready to line. I might change the hand. We'll see if I feel like it's good. I just feel like he'd be very expressive with his hands, so kind of went with that vibe.
Do AI companies even make money? It feels like a major loss. There's something weird going on. I don't know exactly.
There's just
but
something fishy.
I have a feeling that, you know, there's a lot of corruption involved all over the place in order for things to be how they currently are, and I don't trust that whole thing will end well. But again, I'm not going to go out and change anything. I draw, bro. Like, if I can wake up in the morning and enjoy drawing, like, I win. That's like my mentality. Very dramatic theater kid type vibe. This character.
Yeah. Oh, darling, you wouldn't even know. Kind of that vibe.
You guys want to see Adopt I finished making? Sure. I'd love to see it, Nev. Speaking of character design, dude, I really want to get better at character design. Awesome. I'm glad you enjoy it, Remy. How do you develop your own art style? It generally develops naturally based on what you enjoy drawing. I'll quoting Will Weston here. Your art style develops based on what you like to draw and who you study under. Those are like the biggest factors. You know, who do you want to draw like? Study their stuff. Of course, not skipping out on your fundamentals, right? That doesn't mean completely ignore the basics of stuff like perspective and color theory and figure drawing and design. I would focus on those, learn those to a base level, and then now that you speak the language, look at how other people speak that language. If you want to develop an art style that's like Disney, study Disney stuff. How do they apply perspective? What does their color theory look at? What does their look like? What does their design look like? That's why we get this stuff. Anybody heard of this manga, by the way?
Oh, yes. That one? Oh, yeah. That's a very popular for their art style.
Like, how do they draw clothing folds? What do they do on the elbow? Is there a half lock? How do they draw the half lock? How do they draw a spiral fold? That's interesting. How do they draw highlights? How do they simplify them? Like, what does their value grouping look like? So, like, if you want to develop a certain type of style or you like a certain artist, study. Study what they do. Study how they do it. Haven't read this?
We'll be reading it
It
soon.
looks good. And then there's this one. Does anybody know this one?
Oh, that was a fun one.
I got it. We got it because it looks cool, and also this girl is really cool. Yeah, the art is phenomenal. But we get them because we're studying paneling, so it's like, how do you develop a style that you like, or that you want? You find something that you like and study it, try to understand it. Like these clothing folds, for example. Very interesting. Like, you learn the basics of clothing folds, like hooks and half locks and spiral folds and diaper folds and all that kind of stuff, and then you go, I'm going to study an artist that I really like, and how do they draw the things that I learned about? Tension, compression. Very interesting. Because artists speak the same language. Like, they're all drawing dimensionally. They're drawing, they're composing. They've got compositions. They draw heads and faces, expressions, bodies. Like, how do they show anatomy? How do they show the back of her legs, like the back of the knee? It's like, oh, you know that the hamstring comes down and the calf comes out? So that's how they show that particular thing. All right, look at her socks. Oh, so that's how they show the form on those dark socks. It's like, it's this process that builds up. Like, you learn perspective, and then you look at how someone uses perspective. You learn figure drawing, or you take design classes, and you go and you look how an artist uses design. Like, these words, these things that you learned, go study how other people use them.
Yes.
Like, Christina really likes Clamp. She likes
really
Card
loved
Captor
it.
Sakura. She likes the Mermaid Melody. And you
I
can
sure
you can
did.
totally tell that, like, her style is influenced by that, because it's the things that she likes and she studies. Card Captor Sakura. It's like, people literally come into the chat and they're just like, oh my gosh, it looks like Card Captor style.
Well, what do you know?
What do you know?
I
Like,
wouldn't have guessed.
she likes it. She
Yep.
draws that stuff.
Remy, I have a question.
The name of this book?
Do you mind if I add some like slight alterations to his outfit?
That's the book. You can take a screenshot of it. Hey, you saw a VOD of ours earlier today. Glad you could catch a stream live so soon. Awesome. Yeah, I'm kind of yapping y'all's ears off, but like, Christina's kind of focused on
Yeah,
drawing.
I am. And Colton's doing a really good job keeping chat entertained.
I hope so. I'm just trying to answer questions here and there. Off topic, huh? Oh, that's cute. Wait, this is really nice, Nev. I love it. Y'all better be charging an arm and a leg for these.
We just kind of test it out.
Like, what ends up happening a lot of the time is, like, beginners will want to develop an art style before they speak the language of artists. That doesn't mean you can't have favorite art styles that you like to draw. Like, our oil painting teacher said he literally copied comic books when he was a kid. Like, that's how he started drawing.
I'm gonna make a slight little doodle on this because I don't want to risk it.
Like, that artist earlier, Robert Lemler, he said that when he was a beginner, when he was a kid, he would just copy his favorite comic books, and now he's like a oil painter that does, you know, impressionism and all that sort of thing. So, like, obviously it can change over time. But and there's nothing wrong with that. But like, if you want to learn how someone speaks, you should probably learn the language first. Like, if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm a really big fan of this Russian poet, I want to be able to make poetry just like them. It's like, knowing Russian would probably help to start if you want to be able to do exactly what they do, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, artists speak the same language. They have the anatomy, they have the perspective, they have the design, they have the value grouping, they have, you know, they've studied the line weight, they've studied clothing and clothing folds and these things that you can learn about, that those, you know, foundations.
Foundations. Okay.
The color theory, warm and cool. how to balance those things, like using limited palettes. And then once you have like a base understanding of the topic, you look at an artist that you like and you're like seeing the matrix. You're like, oh my gosh, that's so interesting. I never thought about doing this that way. And it's an ongoing process. It's not like you do one then the other. Like, you can go back and forth. You do one for a while, you do another for a while. Like, you're kind of building up these skills as time goes on.
Okay, I'm doing this pose. I feel like this one fits
Sassy.
more with the sass. I feel like there are some risks that I'm not willing to take, and that is the hand over here. I don't want to make it look bad, so I'm gonna change a little bit of the composition here.
And I mean, it helps to work professionally because you have to match the style of other projects. Like when I was doing Bakugan cards, it was not a style that I was used to using, and I really had to study the style guide. And so they use rim lighting, cool rim lighting on one side, warm rim lighting on the other. That's interesting. And you know the funny thing? This piece here in the anime art school, this cool rim lighting, that was a suggestion that I gave Christina, and I learned that when I was doing Bakugan cards, because a lot of the old Bakugan cards had really cool rim lighting on one side. Right. It's interesting, right? It's like you study something and then you go, oh, that's cool. Really, really cool rim lighting on one side, and maybe hot or warm rim lighting on the other side. You'll pick this stuff up. But like, I know that it's rim light because I studied lighting and fundamentals like that. I wonder if they still do that. I did Bakugan cards all the way back in like 2000, what was it, like 18 or 17?
Yeah, something like that.
Dragonoid. Like metal rendering simulator. Let's look.
Okay. Might use that for a future design for him. Oh, awesome.
All right. Check this out, right? This is not a card that I did. Look at this rim light. Here. All around here. All here. Here. You'll notice that and you'll go, oh, they're using rim light. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Maybe I'll try rim light on one of my pieces. And then it's like, what do you know about rim light? Well, rim light is not a line. It creeps over the form. So it's like you go back to your foundation, which is like rendering, right? A lot of people have trouble with rim light. They think it's like a line work, but it's not. It is the side of something that's being hit in perspective, really heavily foreshortened. Can you see any cards you worked on? I can't find them, honestly. I don't know which cards I worked on.
I could probably look up Dragonoid card. And what year was it?
There's gotta be so many.
What year was it?
Oh, I don't know. 2017, maybe? GRAG. 2017. I'm not sure. You know, this... Maybe this was one of them? I don't remember.
That one looks almost pretty familiar.
I don't remember. It's so long ago, and as a freelancer, you work on so many projects. Like, it seems like you would remember, but you only really remember your first couple jobs a lot. And maybe this... I don't remember.
Did it have that cool rim light?
That one didn't. There was one that I did. There's like some sort of creature like floating above water with like a city in the background. They had like really specific like style guides too. Like, you have to make it at this specific resolution. You have to use this specific pixel width brush. I just don't remember. Maybe there was one with lava on the ground. I just don't remember.
All right, time to erase.
Oh, I've never done a DOPS Nev, so I don't really know.
The only drops that we did was for free on stream.
I must have done 4 or 5 cards. I don't even remember. Bakugan was a downtime project. I worked on Anthem for about a year. And then, was it after Anthem? I worked on a little bit of Bakugan cards. It was a downtime project. It was with Volta. Volta.ca, that's their website. And then I did some, what's it called? Guild Wars 2 weapon design. And that was fun. That was really fun. That was around the time that they were working on, like, the Borderlands game as well, I think. I'm not sure.
I feel like he would look great with the neon green suit. Or like some kind of light green. Okay.
I did a lot of different stuff on Anthem. It was like there was props, there was suit design, gun design a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely like this pose better. I feel like it has a nice twist. Where to find eraser? You mean this eraser? This is the kneaded eraser. It's fantastic. I love it. This is the only eraser that I use for art, traditional art, because there's no eraser shavings. It picks up lead up really well. It's fantastic. Get it at any art store, I believe. Hopefully. Anthem was a game that got shut down a while ago, right?
Yeah, from EA. The art team that worked on the game was awesome. Absolutely awesome. It's just the game was doomed from the start. It was so, like, there's documentaries and stuff on Anthem. I only worked in, like, the art department side, like designing stuff. We don't write any of the story. We don't decide how the game's going to be. What was his name? Darren or something, the art director? What was EA's art director's name? It started with a D. Darren or something? I don't remember exactly. We flew out to Quebec, Canada, which is where Volta is at, Quebec City. And we met with the art director for EA, and they were just talking about, like, how their hands are really tied. Like, they can't honestly do a lot of stuff. Like, they wanted to add, like, colored smoke to... They wanted to have, like, flying dungeons and stuff. It was so cool. They had so much cool stuff planned, but they shut the game down. It never ended up really being anything. It was just a doomed project from the start. But the cool thing about concept art is you get to do cool concept art for games that end up dying. Not that you want them to die, of course, but, like, you get paid for it, first off, because it's all pre-production. So you're getting paid, like, an hourly or a daily rate, whether or not the game succeeds. And then you make a bunch of cool concept art, even if it doesn't get used in-game. Most concept art never gets, like, made. Yeah, the art direction was awesome. I have the Art of Anthem book somewhere. Maybe my brother has it at his house. It's so cool. They just had so many cool things. Like, what was his name? Fausto Di Martini, I think, did a bunch of the suit designs. Ken Fairclough, he did a bunch of, like, environments and stuff for the Shapers. I think it was called the Shapers. Maybe it's like a code name. I don't remember. The ancient civilization or whatever that was in the game. He did a bunch of really cool designs for them. Who was that guy that did a bunch of the suit designs? A lot of amazing artists worked on that game. Just so good.
Raya Lira as well?
Raya Lira. He did a lot of the cultural designs and stuff. He has some of them on his Instagram. His work is in the Anthem book as well. Sad thing about concept art is that you can't share it. Yeah, it's all under NDA, so almost nothing ever gets shared. I only have a couple of pieces that got shared. Some of my Outriders work from a really long time ago. Outriders. When I was working at Volta. Like, if you work in-house for a couple of years, you'll definitely get some concept art that gets released, but it's not very much. Concept art's like this really popular thing that a lot of people wanted to and do want to go into. It's kind of turned into like this. Like, it used to be that nobody knew about it, but then it became really popular, and all the colleges and universities started adding like a not game design, like a concept art track program. Most of them,
It's like a rock star type job.
most of the programs
these
aren't very
days.
good. They like go, oh, a bunch of people want to learn this. Let's just throw this program together really quick. And then you got all these students who are graduating and they can't find work. How hard is it for you to adopt another artist style for a professional project? It really depends on the style. Some are harder than others. Like, if I had to work in like a Blizzard style, I would have a lot of trouble with it. But generally speaking, it'll take you a couple weeks to get kind of like acclimated to the project. Mainly because like Blizzard stuff or Riot stuff, it's like really, really high level design. It's difficult. So
That's very stylized in particular.
if you have to work with something that's like a really difficult shape language or like a really high level like design, it's a lot harder. Like, I'm not an insane level artist. I'm just like average. I'm average level. But the bar is so high these days. Like 20 years ago, I would be pretty good. But nowadays, compared to like what's out there, I mean, you got like Craig Mullins. Like, people who are just
Yeah.
in normal concept art positions, their work is insane. I'm like nowhere near that level. Maybe someday. Like, you got TB Choi. Like, she's so good.
Oh yeah, she's very, very good.
Like, I don't even, like, it's crazy. It's like the bar is so high these days. You like almost can't even believe it.
It just kind of feels like, wow, yeah, unbelievable. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, like my student work that I graduated with, I probably wouldn't get hired from it today. And I think a lot of it has to do with the state of the industry. Not to like scare anyone off, but I don't want to lie. Like, it's so high level. It's crazy. Fang was telling us when I was going to FZD that like in the early 2000s, if you even drew, you could get hired as a concept artist. Now you have to be like PhD in art. It's insane. Not literally a PhD, but like a super, super high level. It's weird. It's like a bubble or something.
Yeah.
Like, the rates don't justify the skill that you have to get hired these days. It's bizarre. Like, you got people who will literally spend 10 years grinding out to do concept art, and then you get paid like $200 a day.
It's like almost
or like $150
inflated.
a day. Yeah. It's like weird inflated rates. I don't know why. Like, I'm just kind of saying what I've seen. I mean, there's still good rates and stuff out there, and it's hard to get into like the union with movies and all that. But what a weird world and industry that we live in.
I know, right? Okay, let me think. Okay, this clump. I want to be this green.
Yeah, I guess that question, like, how hard is it to adopt another artist style? It depends. Like, it could be really hard if you have to design for another project. But if you just have to adopt the style, it's fairly straightforward. It's like, they're like levers that you pull. Oh, you use this color palette. Oh, you use this thickness of line work. Oh, these are the proportions of the characters. This is the style of the eyes. All your skills transfer over. Your ability to draw form, your ability to design. It usually takes artists a number of weeks to get acclimated to a project. Sometimes longer, sometimes less. It didn't take me that long to get acclimated to like Guild Wars, and that's pretty stylized. But I mean, I didn't struggle with the style. I struggled with the design, the level of design. Which is, I don't know, maybe that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Design and drawing ends up becoming the tool. Design ends up becoming like what you get paid for.
Yeah, you're like a concept artist is a designer first, artist second. So if you get hired to design something, the design is important because like the drawing doesn't really matter. It's just a tool to communicate a design. Someone's going to take that and build it in 3D, and your drawing's going to get thrown in the trash or put on a hard drive that never gets shown to the end of time. Like, your drawing never ends up anywhere. It's a blueprint for something else that gets built. Maybe they base the lighting on the game. Maybe they build, you design a tree house and they 3D model it and put it in the game. You designed the tree house, but that's not like you didn't build the tree house in the game. You designed it. They made you say, oh, the door of the tree house is square. It's like The Hobbit, right? It's like, oh, it was a big round door with a round doorknob right in the middle. Big round door, round gold doorknob in the middle. It's like that would be the design, right? Like it's like a visual description of this thing. You show it from the front, you show it from the side. You go, oh, there's grass on the roof. That's the hard part. Like drawing the thing is not really the hard part a lot of the time. Like it's part, like technically it's part of the challenge, but coming up with something interesting is really hard. That's why concept art generally pays so much, is because it's like a thinking job. It's a and like things that are hard to design, sci-fi stuff for like big games that have large budgets, they tend to pay a lot.
Very true.
Like the harder the thing to design, the more you tend to get paid. But like I said, it's all wacky these days with like the industry and rates and everything. And I haven't even done concept art in a couple of years. It's probably a lot different than when I was working.
Culture's probably different too.
No, it's just a fan fox messing with the green screen. Do you have any advice for artists that are working on their own online brand but don't have a passion for graphic design? Do you recommend hiring a graphic designer for personal branding? Yeah, I mean, you definitely can. I don't think the graphic design is what defines a personal brand. I think the vibe that they get when they show up defines the brand, and the entertainment that they get or the value that they get out of it is what defines the brand. I mean, I hate to use this example, but like, look at Dream. Like, his brand is like a smiley face. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the thing that it's not the graphic design that defines the brand.
It's the personality.
It's like the vibe that you get, like the emotion that it evokes when someone comes. Like, there are brands with no branding. Look at Queso.
Oh, yeah.
They have like, you know, I don't know. Queso.
Ooh, green.
Does he even have branding? I mean, it's just a picture of his face, right? This is bro's branding. Who just said, like, you know what I mean? Like, Queso is a vibe. Like, he doesn't really have branding. Like, look at this. There's like a drawing here. There's like this there. He's got like hoodies and stuff, but it's like, so everything is like individually designed. Like, there isn't like a lot of cohesiveness, but yet Queso definitely has a brand and a vibe. Oh no, dude. What is this? What is this, bro?
Oh.
This is his brand. Like a personal brand, especially, like, it's more about the vibe, like the emotion that it evokes. In my opinion, obviously, like, I would get other people's input on this sort of thing as well. But a lot of people will think that, like, oh, my brand is the logo. It's the graphic design. Having a nice thematic portfolio, logos, and color scheme would really help. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I would hire that out. We don't. We do our own art. We probably should, because I'm not a graphic designer.
We managed without one.
But I'll probably end up hiring a graphic designer at some point to kind of unify everything. But, like,
yeah.
I mean, look at Queso's merch. Like, for sure, graphic designer is doing that. Like, bro can't draw, probably. I have no idea. I don't think Queso can draw and design. Like, he probably doesn't spend the time. He'll spend the time doing what he's good at and hire out the rest. You have a degree in graphic design. I just graduated. Ooh, awesome. We'll need a graphic designer at some point. I've been thinking about hiring one at some point for stuff. I think graphic design is beautiful, like, but honestly, I have difficulty paying attention to, like, fonts and a lot of the technical things. I can't stand Adobe Illustrator. Like, I have difficulty working in it. I had to learn InDesign in order to make our books.
That's totally right. Well, I can't.
I did all the graphic design for both of our books. All the layout I did in InDesign. So everything, all the pages, all the text, everything I did myself. Christina and I are the only two people that worked on this book. There was nobody else. All of the writing, all the descriptions, all the graphic design, everything was I did.
Mm-hmm. You did a very good job too.
Yeah, InDesign. I don't know InDesign very well.
Yeah. I'll have to clean up that mess later.
Huh?
It's just kind of
that's fine.
disheveled. Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, I'm sure any graphic designer would throw up if they saw my InDesign file. But hey, we've sold 10,000 books, so...
Ooh, I know what to do.
Over 10,000 books now. Quite a lot.
Wait a second.
But... So it's like, if it looks legit, therefore it is legit. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe that's like Cope. I don't think about it too much. Like, maybe someday I hire a graphic designer to organize and build our books properly. Like, I give them all the files and everything, and I'm just like, can you look over this? Tell me, give me a quote on how much it would be to clean all this stuff up and make it legit. But, I mean, I made a printable version of our book. Like, it accepted the file, and it looks great. Bleed. What is that called? Bleed? There's like what is it, like the trim and the bleed or something?
Trim.
Like when you want something to go to the very edge of the page, they cut the paper, and you need to make sure it goes over that, or else there's going to be like a little white part on the end.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Like, I had to learn about that stuff a bit.
Okay, let me think. What
We
should
would use
it...
InDesign, then self-sew the book pages themselves. That's cool.
Wow.
I love InDesign and Illustrator, but I hate Photoshop. That's funny. What are you drawing? This is Remy's OC.
Mm-hmm.
This is Ohuhu markers, and then she's using watercolor.
Yep. I'm wondering what I should do for his outfit. Let me think. What color?
Like, our not methodology, what did you call it? Like, what we focus on the most, our philosophy, that's the word I was looking for.
Philosophy.
Try to produce high quality content. If it's rough around the edges in terms of presentation, that's fine. But is the content itself good?
Yeah.
Is the content educational? Is it entertaining? Does it give value? And then everything else, like, I can't pay attention long enough. I grew up with ADHD my whole life, and my solution is to focus on the content and not focus as much on the technicalities of stuff, because honestly, I can't be bothered. I can't pay attention long enough. And if I really, really need to pay attention to something, I either lock in or hire it out. If you want to add some green to it, you can.
Yeah, let me think.
Bleed, yeah, that's what it's called, I think.
Green. I would like some kind of green, maybe yellow. I was
Thank you,
thinking
cat dog.
yellow is cute. Let's just try like making a wash of yellow. And it's a very light yellow, so it's not gonna mess up anything.
Yeah. And if you're really worried, like if you're like, oh, I want to start streaming, or I want to start doing something or posting content, but it needs to be really awesome before I start, just start and make it awesome as you go.
Mm-hmm.
Because it can turn into procrastination.
And then you end up never doing what you want.
Exactly. And then before you know it, you have not done the thing at all, and there's some roadblock in the way. It's like, just start the thing. Like, just do it and learn as you go. There's going to be a lot of trial and error. Yeah, you'll figure it out. Just, like, do it and do your best and learn from mistakes. Christina and I spent 11 months posting on TikTok regularly before we ever had anything get like any views at all. All of our stuff flopped. 11 months straight. We made what was like 90 TikToks? Because we had some deleted ones as well.
Oh yeah.
90 TikTok videos. Nothing ever went viral. We did our best. We scripted them. We recorded them with microphones. We were like, this one's going to do awesome. This one's going to be awesome. We did our best. We were like pulling our hair out in frustration.
Oh my gosh, I know.
We wanted to quit so bad.
We did.
90 something TikToks before we ever had something go viral. It took us over a year to get 3,000 followers on TikTok. And then the next year, and then in the year after that, we got over 100,000. It took us, I don't know, a month or two, I think 2 months to grow our Instagram to 30,000 followers. Because like what we learned in the struggle earlier came in handy later. So it's like it speeds up later. We just don't post.
Yeah, I know.
We don't post very
post
much.
very much anymore. At least, I mean, we're wanting to. We're just focused on streaming a lot, you know.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just kind of lazy. I don't feel like editing videos.
Yeah, editing videos is kind of
Like we're good at it. Like we can do it. Like we can make videos that people respond to well and they get a lot of value out of. But honestly, I just can't be bothered a lot of the time. I really should. But like, isn't that crazy? Like over a year to get to 3,000 followers on TikTok. And I'm saying we were dedicated. This is like what we were focused on. It wasn't just like this little side thing. It was like, this is what we're going to do for a living.
I remember the first time you came up to me, we were like, we need to make a brand. We need to start a TikTok.
Yep. We started our YouTube channel.
We thought it was going to be easy. We
Yeah,
thought
we
we were
did
going to
think
like, oh, well, XYZ got 15,000 in like a few weeks. Then we can do it too. Oh.
See ya, Katswa. Have a good one.
Bye, Katsua.
How does one draw freely without wanting it to be perfect? Letting go.
You have to decide to let go.
You have to decide that you don't care. You can do your best and not care about the result at the same time. It's easy for some people, hard for others.
Yeah.
Hard for me. It's very hard for me. I have a question. Do we need to skip college to join art school? No.
No.
Huh? I'm not sure what the context is on that. Yeah, and obviously everything that I say on stream is just my own opinion on things. Like there's lots of opinions that work. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who spent a lot of time plotting and planning and scheming and making their brand and getting all the graphic design done and everything before they ever made a single video, and then when they made the video they started doing well. Like definitely a possibility. It did not happen with us.
Nope.
We had to claw and crawl our way up and cry our way up. We kept sliding back down because of the tears. I felt stuck at the same skill level for years. Do you have any advice? Do you feel stuck or are you actually stuck? Like if you look at your work from a year ago and you compare it to your work today, is it actually at the same level or is it just because you feel that way? Because that's important. Sometimes you just have to keep going and compare your work to your old work. If you haven't actually gotten any better, I would probably change your approach.
Yeah.
And do different exercises. Probably follow some sort of a program. Because, like, if you haven't improved and it's been a year, it's definitely an issue with the approach. I don't know anybody who does the right exercises that didn't improve in a year. So I would take a look at your exercises, what you're doing.
How are you breaking things down? Not to say like, oh, if you do one thing wrong, you're screwed forever. It's just
and you're not
yeah.
you're definitely not screwed. Like you
No.
can always work your way forward. Like I'm not saying that in order to be discouraging at all.
Exactly.
But like you also want to be realistic. Like if you actually really do want to get better, being realistic about where you are is needed. Not in a self, in a self-hating kind of way.
Just an observing way. Like, okay, no judgment.
Yeah. You go, My car is not driving. What's wrong with it? Like, let's get it into a mechanic. Let's figure out what's wrong. It's not like, oh my gosh, I hate myself. Not even my car drives. This is crazy. You know what I mean? It's like art is the same way. It's like, okay, if I'm not improving very fast, let's think about this in a no judgment kind of way. Let's get this figured out. I like drawing. I think art is fun. I also want to improve. How do I do that?
Could be a good clip, honestly. We could have some like TikToks that are just more like inspirational things, like how to get out of art block and stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so I need to add some darker darks.
Is this gonna have darker darks?
Yeah, some like shadow areas here. Let me just make sure this is the right one. Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. Often see that being paralyzed from wanting your drawings to be perfect is a mindset that's connected with other aspects of your life. Letting go and pushing forward is necessary for growth. Yeah, for sure. Letting go. Super important.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you have to do your best and not care how it turns out at the same time. That's like if ever you see Christina playing Draw Me or even working on something like this, like she's doing her best, but she's also like detached from the final product.
Yeah.
That's how she's able to just dive into line work without like seeming like she has a care in the world. It's just like drawing the thing without hesitation. It's like because she's not afraid. She's trained in practice, she's not afraid, and she's also doing her best at the same time.
I like to just think attack the paper. Doesn't matter how. Just attack it.
Yeah, and it comes from quantity over quality. I feel like focusing all of your effort on making one drawing that has to turn out amazing has a lot higher chance of leading to perfectionism than focusing on quantity. Like, I'm going to do 1,000 of these instead of like, I'm going to do one perfect one.
Yeah, so true.
If you take a look at all of the artists that are like really, really good, the one thing they all have in common is an insane amount of quantity. Just so much quantity. They've done it so much. Like, look at one of Rodgon's streams.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like, literally drawing the entire time, and it's just drawing, like, and they're like little quick sketches that he does, just over and 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 over. And then it's like you look at someone else, and they're just like
noodling
one eye that they've spent 4 hours on. It's like the person who does the more quantity is just going to get better through repetition. It's like lifting one really, really, really heavy weight versus going up and down with like another weight. It's like you push a boulder 1 foot.
Yep.
Versus like doing tons of reps over and over. Not like a super lightweight, like you're doing your best.
Endurance and
yeah,
you know, all that stuff. Okay.
And like that's something I need to work on. I need to get better at just pumping out quantity. Because I have a lot of fear in my art, like all of the time, and I'm like I push myself past it, but I want to just become like totally fearless with it.
Okay. I think this might be done. Let me add some sparkles. Ooh, I know how to add sparkles. Guess what? Gold glitter. Let's see how well this does. Gotta put some shimmer on that. There we go. Okay, and then...
Yeah, you're right, Remy.
Huh?
Top viewers from this stream. Number 1, Remy. Number 2, Fico Riggs. Number 3, Fox. You still here, Fox? Number 4, Reaction Image. Number 5, Pompoof. Pompoof, are you here?
Pompoof.
Artenum. That's fun. Oh.
Okay. You can kind of see the shimmer in this, but you'll probably see it more in person. There's definitely some gold on there. Gold sparkles. I hope you like it, Remy. Okay, and his name is Danon. Okay.
D-A-N-E-N.
Yep. D-A-N-E-N.
E.
Shoot.
I can't believe you wrote an A.
I can't believe I did that.
She's like D-A-N-E-N-A.
Oh no.
What do you do?
What do I do? Remy, help.
Make a line down the middle.
This?
And turn that into a sideways E.
Oh, I guess. Like right down the middle, straight down the middle,
Sideways E.
Okay, we'll make him cringe. Not cringe. What am I talking about? We'll make him quirky.
Yeah, I would.
No.
I would never just blast my way in with a permanent marker like that.
I shouldn't have done that.
That's terrifying to me. But again, Christina's definitely a fearless artist. Good enough. That's funny.
You know what? I might have to just go over this with like acrylic marker or something.
I wouldn't draw anything else. You're gonna wreck.
No, I'm gonna sign it.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were about to write the name again.
No. Let me figure out. I was like,
Make it a star.
I don't think I can. I think there's just too many lines.
What ends up happening is you learn this in art school, at least I learned it in art school, is if you make a mistake, you don't draw over it because it just emphasizes it. You just
leave it.
Scott Robertson talks about that a lot with ellipses. Like, if you draw the wrong ellipse, you leave the wrong ellipse. You don't draw the right ellipse over top of it because it'll just make this big dark spot that everybody looks at. It makes a focal point.
I'm gonna try to find some kind of acrylic marker.
Do you have white paint? We have gouache, but it's definitely going to show up on the page. Like white gouache.
Yeah, we do have white gouache, but
Jelly roll pen. Maybe you just get rid of one line.
But the one line slanted.
Yeah, you make a slanted E. It's better than an M.
You just find this first.
Mm-hmm.
It was going so good.
Quality gets that dopamine hit, but quantity gets progress. Yeah, but you do get a little dopamine hit with every finished drawing. Like patience in controlling the ego helps when learning to draw. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do a test.
Brother Reed, thank you, brother, for the sub.
brother.
Appreciate it. We're having kind of a chill stream tonight. That's not working.
What about this one?
Exactly the same. I think they sent 2 of them. They have 2 in there.
One more.
White gouache.
Okay.
I mean, maybe. Like, I guess not.
one more.
Gouache can reactivate, though.
Yeah, that's what I don't want is reactivation.
There's one more.
This is one more white.
I bet they included all 3 of them.
That one's less visible.
Yeah, but we don't know if it's
Yeah,
going
but
to
we don't know if it's
transparently
gonna-
go for something.
Yeah.
How do you draw for so long? How do you send the same message so many times? I mean, I don't know. It just does.
It's flow state.
Flow state. Welcome, Brother Reed. We
All
salute you.
I guess I can try gouache. don't like that upside down E. So what I'm gonna do,
Technically, it's sideways.
sideways E. I'm gonna make a little mark. Actually, no, I don't know where I should put this because I want to test it on this paper.
Put it on the drawing, on the paper
No.
that you're doing the artwork on, probably.
Oh,
Unless you want to
I
cook
know,
it.
I know, I know, I know. Okay. Use it on this one. On the back. And I'll do a test. So, here's the thing. Just gotta wait for it to dry a little bit. Gotta,
What is that, gouache?
yeah, it's gouache.
Can you draw on top of it? Well, there's definitely going to be texture on it, and then you wait for it to dry and then draw neon top?
Yeah, we'll try.
But you like my hat?
Applejack's yelling to get in.
Applejack, you are not allowed in here right now. There's an emergency.
Cover the full name, make a shape, and then write over.
That's ballsy.
That is kind of ballsy. I'm just gonna wait for this to dry.
But there's a good chance that this is going to reactivate the gouache and ruin
Yeah. I'm really mad about that. Not mad, I'm just a bit disappointed at myself for being
I'm not
careless.
mad. I'm just disappointed. I can't believe how fast you wrote that name.
I think I was just like, oh yeah, I've written
Let's
the correct
go.
name so many times.
D-A-N.
Oops.
I love it. That's funny. It makes for a more interesting story.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's true. What the? Na-na-na-na-na. Meow. Meow. Kind of like the upside down E though. Remy, are you fine with the upside down E?
They
Or the
said
sideways
earlier
E?
they were fine with it. I wouldn't try to save it. I would
Okay.
just go.
I'll just go. It's quirky.
Quirky. It's a vibe.
You know, he's just, you know, he just likes to, you know.
Kitty.
My watercolor has low. Okay, I won't fix it then. I think we'll just accept it. Accept most of the L. Not really an L though. It's good.
What do you want?
Man.
Baby Jack.
Baby Jack's here.
Baby Jack.
You just have to call him like that.
You're so
Baby Jack.
loud. You're so
Oh my
loud.
gosh.
You're so loud.
Okay, next time what I'm doing is I'm writing all the names in pencil and then outlining it.
You're so loud. Why are you so stiff? Why are you so stiff?
Ugh.
His
Cute
paw
little
doesn't
paw.
do this. Watch. You ready?
Oh, Poppy's here too.
Oop. It sticks right back out again. Are you sure you're a cat?
Wait, Toby's here too. All three kitties are here.
All three kitties? They're like, why you guys lock us out?
Yeah. You want to show them in front of the camera here? I'll take this away. So don't get nasty cat hair. It's Applejack.
Baby Jack.
Baby Jack.
Look at him.
Look at you, handsome. Eee. You bread face.
You saying Baby Jack reminded me of Baby Chat. Do you remember
Oh my
who's been here to
gosh.
who's been here long enough that they remember Baby Chat?
How you doing?
You want to come in to get snuggled, or you want to walk around the desk a bunch of times?
He's a very unique looking cat. Eh. All right. Well, we got 2 watercolors done today. I think that was a very productive day.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We got liminals, watercolor, and we got Danon. We got snazzy Danon.
We got Dan. Me obviously because I brought it up. Yeah, for real. I forgot Baby Chat existed for a while.
Same.
Yeah, if you want a watercolor of your character, you get one for free if you get Anime Art School to the End of Saturday.
Yep.
It's going for this week only. So just like this could be your character done live on stream, and we'll ship it out to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wait. I need to add extra glitter on it too. Sparkle. Sparkle. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Sparkle. Okay, we'll add some sparkles in his hair too, because he's so fabulous.
It's a massive cat. Not as heavy as Toby.
Oh yeah, Toby's like heckin' heavy.
Applejack's so he's like stiff.
Yeah, he's a stiff. He's a stiff!
Poppy!
Kitty! Kitty?
Kitten?
Kitten spoop. Come here, baby.
Ba ba ba.
There she is.
Kittia?
Oh, him a dramatic banana elf. That's funny.
Yeah, we grabbed a couple mangas. We grabbed this one.
Oh, yep, we did.
I just don't want to set it on top of that.
Yep.
We grabbed this one, which is really cool. It's a really cool style. We'll read through it. And we grabbed this one, which is cute. It's a really cute style.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of like the girl group.
Mm-hmm. The weights panel that reminds me of the girl group. Ooh. I would probably do the DA manga like that. Or like some kind of spoof.
Yeah, it's a very cute.
This is a very cool style. Ooh, look at that panel right there.
What does the laid back camp manga look like?
Laid back camp. Oh, I don't know what it looks like. We should get that one too. Hi, Toby.
Toby baby. Hi, little conehead.
You have one more week to have that cone.
Toby has a cone on because his foot had an infection and he has to be on antibiotics. He is obsessed with licking the inside of the cone.
Oh, that's her.
You're gonna get microplastics in your brain. You probably already do. What?
That's the person rubbing the head.
Wait.
It all makes sense now.
No way.
It's kind of a Yuri, I guess.
I don't know. What do you do when you have a crush on the girl in charge of your school's disciplinary committee?
Oh my gosh.
You write a manga. Well, if you're first year high school girl, the answer is turning to a life of delinquency.
Ugh.
Hope to catch the eye of her beloved Tori senpai. Yu turned herself into a bad girl, or at least she tries. Becoming a rebel isn't as easy as flicking a switch when you're this cute. And so far, no one, least of all her senpai, is buying it. But where there's a will, there's a way. And the will of Yuri Fantasy is strong enough to make you break every rule in the book.
Oh my gosh.
Yuri
Fantasy. What a funny background.
Can't let mom throw this away.
No.
Come
was
on,
so
what's a girl
expensive.
got to do to get in trouble around here? That is
actually quite
that's
funny.
pretty stinking funny.
That is pretty stinking funny.
Let's go! Yippee!
Yippee!
They found the Yuri.
A non-doomed Yuri. Yeah, probably it's not a non-doomed Yuri. Here you
Don't
go.
forget, we're streaming all day Saturday.
Yes.
We will be live from 11 a.m. Pacific, that's California time, to 9 p.m. Pacific. We'll be streaming all day. We'll be doing tutorials. We'll be doing an on-stream challenge that you can take part in for free.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do an art show towards the end of the stream. We're going to do pancake art where we draw pictures using colored pancake batter. We got pancake cam and everything. We tested it out on Monday. Works great. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're interested in that and you want something to do on Saturday, you can come hang out all day.
Yup. All day.
That will be 7 p.m. in the UK. Looks like we're doing an all-nighter.
Woo! This is a fun.
Let's
This is a fun
go.
cover. Fun illustration.
That's cute as heck.
Funny.
Yeah.
Well, you want to head off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
That's a fun composition right there. As if it wasn't obvious enough. I like it. Yeah,
That is fun.
it's fun.
That's cool. All right, everybody, have a great night. Again, we'll be streaming every day this week, so we'll
Yes.
be live tomorrow as well. Where is my...
Where's
There it
my
is.
super suit?
Where is my...
Super suit. No, kitty.
What?
Got it. Paw.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. It was fun. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Boop. See ya.